does it work like a dream sometimes, and other times it's like...
There we go.
We got sound.
Yes.
We have sound. We have sound.
Can we get some feedback on how we are sounding?
Yay. People are in the chat already. Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
Gosh.
I am ready.
Yeah, but do.
Okay, we've had a little bit of tech issues. Nothing new there.
No.
Hopefully the sound is on now so you can hear us and the stream is working fine. Leave a comment in the chat and let us know before we, go ahead and talk too much and have to redo a lot of shit.
There have been more than one occasion where I've done about 5 minutes worth of monologuing, and someone in the chat goes...
Sounding low, but sounds nice otherwise.
Is that saying that we usually
Well,
talk too loud?
probably because this one has fallen over.
Oh, there we go.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
So there. Let's know if that is better.
Sound is good at the Seafarer.
It's just like the thing, like, don't start fucking things up.
Yeah.
So it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Don't move shit. Don't touch anything. Just don't.
I have been forbidden from tapping the table.
Yes, you can't do that. It ruins the podcast.
And it sounds awful.
Yes,
does.
it sounds really awful.
So, I'm sorry for ruining the last podcast.
No, you didn't ruin it.
Ruined
Totally
it.
ruined it.
Okay, but
I ruined
anyway.
it because I wasn't here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you ruined it. With your absence.
You sound amazing. Yes, awesome. Okay, great. Welcome to the season premiere of the Kestrels. Yay! This is episode 28, Featherfall.
Wow, 28 episodes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus.
Sounds like
And-
nothing.
No, it sounds like nothing, but it's like 2 years worth of game time.
And
Wow.
And
Yeah.
41 podcast episodes, I might add,
Yeah.
because, you have to divide
my
them into
gosh.
several parts.
Yeah, and one episode is several hours long.
Yes.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 hours.
No.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Anywho,
Yo.
we're starting off in Ostwick this time, so most of us will be playing alternate main characters.
Except me.
Except for Tonya, she will be playing Gaffy.
I can cover that. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Cover that.
But yeah, Rick will get into the nitty gritty and do a little recap of what happened in the last season, just so everyone's on the same page. So take it away.
So we've got some peoples going all around Ostwick doing mad deals and ne'er-do-wells and all sorts of stuff like that. And meanwhile, you got
Eli is not
Sorry.
welcome.
Eli, go back to Vamps.
Yes.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I've
Yeah,
tuned in
no.
wrong this morning. It's been a long day. So in the last episode, we actually were with the other characters who scoped out the Two Wolves temple for the refugees that had been stranded there. This goes way back to when the Kestrels were facing the new threat, a person they learned to know by the name the Liar. Allegedly, since the fall of the original, to use Viral's term, Red Bitch, Red Swordswoman, this figure has apparently taken control of the Red Templars in the area. More than that, he actually militarized them and used them in a way that they hadn't been used before. Coordinated. Insidious. One thing led to another, and while the Kestrels were in a position of power, they were deceived and promptly split up. Both Valif and Than and Firal were captured and sent via a slave ship to the Isle of Brendel's End. Meanwhile, Gaffy, the only survivor of the initial attack, reunited with both Keth and a number of other new characters to try and survive the night and then fight against the occupying forces that seem to have taken over all of Ostwick. This
Sorry.
we got to stop to do sneezes, otherwise it messes with the sound. This this guerrilla warfare tactics led them to actually finding a very ancient elvish location where not only did Kaida get reunited with her sister, which turned out to be, spoiler warning, the dragon that she was with the whole time, but also learn how to turn into a dragon herself. It's an elvish thing. More than that, Gaffy was repaired by a spirit that was there. So Gaffy is now an elf. Because I said so.
He might have aged a bit too.
Yeah, it seems the process has aged him a bit. He's also no longer a small bean. Actually, he still is a small
He's
being.
a
'cause
pretty decent big boy still.
He's gone from an was it a undersized human to an average-sized elf.
No, he was actually pretty tall for his
Yeah.
age to
Yeah,
begin
he-
with.
yeah, he
You only
was-
have Valeth's comparative there. Everyone's taller than Valeth.
No,
No.
Well,
she's like my height approximately.
We're
She's
argu-
like 160.
sorry, I'm just realizing we're arguing the height of fictional characters.
Yes, we are.
Oh God, we're
it's important.
such dorks. Anyways, meanwhile, back on the island, the team Valeth, Thyril, and
Fan.
Huh?
Fan.
Than, plus a little help from a golem that they met along the way.
Drum.
Drum, the magic golem, managed to actually clear out a old elvish temple. They're everywhere these days. However, in the ensuing fight against the Vartaral, which was an ancient elvish beast, Drum had been crushed to death, or was he, by an avalanche, resulting in them not only being able to clear the temple, but also find an artifact which allegedly could stop a breach. Pretty damn handy. Upon exiting the temple, the team bumped into someone who just arrived to the island on a griffin. This person was, of course, Leclerc, and I'm surprised no one first thought, was she drinking and driving? But they didn't, so
She was
Yeah.
drinking and riding.
drinking
Yeah.
and riding.
Yes.
It's completely legal. She passed news about DuPont's death, the torching of Equine House, and the other many deaths that had gone on. But she also passed a message.
Oh my.
Anyone else?
No.
Jesus, we're really
Now we
shy.
know who the sinners are.
I wasn't
I
there
told
last
you.
time.
Should I get some tissue? Just throw tissue at people, like packets. When the reunited group had let the excitement die down, Leclerc passed the broken phylactery back to Valeth and said with a very sad voice that Keth had fallen. Now, this happens in the future compared to the group, which is about, well, a couple of days back time-wise. We're now going to start back in Ostwick in the Vimark Mountains, just north.
A few days before Leclerc arrives.
A few days before Leclerc arrives. Kaider and Talia have just been reunited. They're getting used to their new role as motherfucking shape-shifting dragons. More than one person has touched Gaffy's ears for good luck, which has probably been very irritating. You were reunited when you emerged from the ancient Elvish temple there on Vilmark Mountain with both Keth, Leclerc, a number of the others from Equine House, Red Wardens, Agents of the Inquisition. It was a beautiful. After everything you've been through, it was a beautiful moment to be reunited with all your friends. You've had a night of drinking, merriment, partying. Leclerc was the last one standing.
Of course.
Of
no
course.
surprise.
Of course.
And the next day, the work began. You know that Leclerc had left early. Apparently, she's following up on a rumour about something she wasn't willing to talk about. And
We have critical misfits here.
Yeah, they say, hey y'all, good to see you back. And Birira also says that she loves how you explained the whole Kaida part and that Gaffy turned into a handsome elven boy. She's going to spam the chat as much as she can tonight.
Yay.
So
like we could stop you.
no, yeah, like
Well,
well,
YouTube is trying.
Yeah. If you post too much in the chat, it blocks you for it gives you a timeout.
Yeah.
Gives you a time
It
out.
does. It does.
My God, this must be like Norwegian high school or something.
Yeah.
You were too excited. Time out.
Yeah.
Keth isn't there.
Cat not there.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, as you wake up in your bedrolls, because you guys are all guerrilla fighters, you can't afford a tent. We have both Gaffy waking up The ears are gonna get some getting used to because they
soar.
Yeah, and more than that, they get everywhere. I mean, you're constantly moving the hair. When you're sleeping and you roll around and stuff, you flop them over, and that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Elves never talk about that, but that actually does hurt.
Yeah, they're new to me, so I mean, elves are used to them. I'm not.
Yeah. Also, people keep touching them as if they're sacred or something. I mean, like, people literally sneak up on you and tap them. On one occasion, you actually caught yourself shouting at Firil, even though she wasn't there, which kind of had a bit of an awkward moment. Also, the dwarf is still sneaking around. You wonder why the dwarf is still there.
I'm paranoid, okay? What can you do?
There's also the swordswoman from the Trevelyan house, the champion who you'd met on the way. Oh yeah, of course. The rather quiet mage who you'd bumped into while escaping Equine House is also in the camp. You're actually pleasantly surprised that these strangers have not run off. They're actually sticking it out. Although your paranoia would usually kick in at this point, it's nice to see that they've stuck on this road with you since the very start, when sensible and logical minds would have ran screaming into the woods, screaming, "Oh, everyone run!"
Yeah.
We also have among foxes and wolves.
Oh
in the
goodness,
chat.
all the way from Australia. Hi.
Shouldn't you be in bed? Or are you just waking up? What time is it in
knows?
Aussie land?
I'm not sure. Let us know, what time is it where you're at right now?
Hopefully it's Friday and not like Monday or something.
I mean,
I
that's
don't
not
think
that.
the time difference
No,
is that
I
big.
know.
Imagine a planet so big, or a gravitational pull so big,
Oh, yeah.
that the other end of the planet is a year ahead of you.
Oh goodness.
Okay, podcast break. Podcast break.
Podcast break.
Podcast break.
Yes.
It's been dark. I can't talk today.
That's what happens when you talk too much.
So,
You know, I realized a thing. I just want to say this before we move on. Cartman and Trump has the exact same voice.
Yeah.
Now I'm older. That was all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Mine. No.
And now I'm done pouring soda, so now we can go back.
Yeah, I'm
Soon.
just gonna do the
Soon.
same. So we get
Yeah,
it
let's
all over
go
and done
all
with.
on the bandwagon.
Yes.
Pour some
It'll make it so
soda.
much easier for me to edit afterwards, or for Sunniva, depending on who gets this particular episode.
imagine all
Alright.
of the memes and all the problems that you get while playing a normal RPG game, trying to make the RPG, trying to get people to go in the right direction on the RPG, trying to get people to not like spend the entire episode going after NPCs, which you just came up with on the spot, instead of following the finely crafted thing in the RPG, and then add on the next layer of podcasting.
You crazy.
Among foxes and wolves just replied, "Yes, it's 2 a.m. and it's Saturday now."
Yes, hardcore. Hardcore.
Ryu and I
We
is like,
salute
"You're crazy."
you.
Can we do a little?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too loud though. It's podcast.
We'll cut it out, so it's fine. But yeah, holy shit, impressive, girl. Okay, moving on.
Interesting tidbit: there is no alcohol left in the camp.
It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, Leclerc's there.
Leclerc's been there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point this out.
I'm not worried.
There's an odor in the camp that kind of almost, it's so strong it speaks and it says Leclerc was here.
If Leah was here. But yeah, you wake up, you get out of your roll. Sorry, tapping. Not allowed. What do you want to do?
Well, I think I'm going to go around camp, inspect how people are feeling, I guess.
Who do you want to go to first? Imagine the camp before you as it's a beautiful spring morning. The grip of winter seems to be lessening. Unlike in Norway, where it's just getting started, 3 months too late. And it's so peaceful. You even see a fennec jump in between two hedgerows. No one seems to be threatening it at all. It's just really, you're almost expecting something bad to happen any minute. It's that kind of unnervingly peaceful.
At the camp, is it like are there a lot of people there?
There's around 34 to 40 people.
Yeah, and what kind of people, really?
Good question. You have not only the ones, these characters here. You also have. You also have. It's a thing. Red Wardens in their own particular uniforms that Valeth had spent a lot of time designing. They're sticking to themselves, as they tend to with their condition. You also have a lot of inquisitorial agents. They've still retained a lot of their green or emerald green cloth and metal garb, although everyone's dishevelled. No one's had a proper shower or a decent change of clothes in what feels like a week or two. Some of them are still nursing injuries. In fact, you see one who seems like a Kyrugian who's helping someone with a wound on the leg. Suddenly really miss Valeth and her healing magic.
I'm going to go up to.
What?
I can heal.
No one knows much about you yet.
I'm going to go up to the injured person and cast heal.
Cool. There's a particular person, you don't... a bit embarrassed to think of it, but you probably don't know his name. Is Gardiner, the inquisitorial scout. Typical cloak, hood and everything. Although he's using the hood as a place to rest his head. He kind of puts his hand out and taps you by the ankle. He can't seem to speak much because of a dry throat. Water isn't hard to come by, but no one's been kind of getting it.
No, I'm going to he's laying down, right? So I'm going to kneel by his side and hello friend. Tell me, what ails you? How can I do to ease your pain?
This is the one you just healed, right?
No, before I
was going to say.
Yeah.
Anything else? He motions to the area of the thigh, which looks like a sword cut. Judging from the poultice that's been applied to it, you kind of guess that it's probably been infected.
Yeah. I'm going to try to heal his foot.
Cool. Roll it up.
This has been a
What's
while.
up?
In the chat.
Who
Let's
are the
see.
characters?
Yeah, who are the characters? I need to be freshened up memory-wise. Gaffy, who is playing today.
I was hoping that Gaffy would reveal that as he went around the camp and talked to everyone, but we can do a bit of a quick introduction. What did you get? Double?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hit the target number easily.
Obviously, with a double, you give him
I have
superpowers.
16 on the die,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so it's easily. So then it was.
Usually, you
Choose.
choose.
I spend 3 mana points to heal him up with 3 dice. 6.
6 health point wise is great, but what's really
Can
important?
I do some stun points to get it even better, or something? I don't know. Or
Well, you
reroll?
could
I
you
don't know.
could do what is it, quick spell or something, where you can do 2 spells in one go. But
I don't know.
I don't really.
Something.
I mean, it's just a cut in his leg. I don't think you need more than 6 hit points.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know.
let's not do the overkill on this just yet. What's important is that as you were using your magic, you sensed that this man's leg had been heavily infected, and that without your aid, he would have probably lost the leg.
Yeah.
Although, unfortunately, due to the strain of the magic healing, he's passed out. You know pretty well, like, you've just saved this man's leg, maybe his life, if the septicemia actually passed any further up. Now, on that note, we all know Gaffy, the Super Trooper, the best boy. However, Anita, would you like to tell us about who you're playing today?
Yeah. I'm playing Jarvia. She is a dwarven Karta rogue, and she is Firul's cousin, so to speak. So of course she and the rest of the Karta dwarves who used to do dealings in the Equine House basement were upset when Firul went missing. So she's kind of like become a Inquisition liaison to help discover where Firul went and what happened, and yeah. So a token liaison, I guess. And she's got a bit of an accent. She's been traveling a long time, so she doesn't sound like she's from Orsamar anymore. Yeah, that's pretty much it. She has castless tattoos and a short ginger bob.
The accent you chose was from
My accent that turned southern all of a sudden.
my
No,
accent.
my accent. No, no, my accent is from kind of in Staten Island inspired, I guess. So
Which
I
says
just need to start talking like Jarvia to get it going.
Oh, it gets going, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bit of a Tevinton twang in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll hear it as we go along.
And
Tevinton twang.
Tevinton twang.
Yeah. No, she kind of
Twang,
talks like this, you know, kind of like a thug, a little bit, but a happy one.
Sound like a New Jersey mafia.
Yeah. New Jersey stuff.
Mafia.
Yeah.
We kill your ass, but we having such a good time.
Jersey justice.
Jersey justice, because
Yeah.
everything is legal in
Yes,
Jersey.
everything is legal. No, so yeah, that's Jarvia basically.
Sonova.
I play Adelina. She's a human warrior from Denerim. That's it.
No, it literally is that, and she doesn't
No.
mind.
I work for Lady Esme of House Trevelyan, and when the ship went down, she got the message that she had to find Valeth and her crew.
Yep.
Valeth is missing, so now she is protecting Gaffy and making sure that he is safe, and she wants to bring him back to his family, basically.
Yes. It's interesting. Interesting thing about Sonova's character is she stays so quiet while she's playing her. I tend to, as a GM, I tend to forget that she's there, and then all of a sudden it's like, kapow, backstab. But you're a warrior. Even bigger backstab.
Wow.
That would be if you were playing.
Oh,
the
and
character,
Adelina
Donna.
doesn't like Jarvia. We've established that.
No, she's too loud.
Yeah.
Jarvia talks normally. Adelina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Ingrid.
I play Lazarus Ma. He's a apostate mage. Quite bookish. Doesn't seem to like people a lot in general. Can be kind of snidey and yeah. But he's been helpful. He's also good at glyphs. And he seems to know a lot about shipping, trade, and the sorts. So yeah.
Now you know.
Now you know.
When you roll up your handouts and you can't remember which one's which.
And also, the reason Lazarus is with us is basically because we blew up his
office?
That
and just
might-
happened to be in there.
That might also be the reason why he's not too fond of people right now.
Mm.
Because the last people he met blew up his
Office?
office.
To be fair, it wasn't us, it was the demon thingy.
Yeah.
True,
Sure.
true. That's why he's stuck with you guys and not them.
Red Lyrian Behemoth
Mm.
with delusions of grandeur.
Daddy.
He's called Daddy. And you know why he's called Daddy. It's your fault he's there.
It's Firl's fault.
Yeah, it's
Firl's
Firl's fault.
not here right now. I can't
No.
get angry. Damn Firl. Firl. Firl's somewhere like, why are my ears itching? Cool.
Spidey sense.
Yeah. So as you finish up with the now unconscious soldier, feeling like you did your good deed of the day, and
Yes, and
I
I'm going to go to the nearest person in this
Yeah.
sick area or
Yeah.
whatever, and I'm going to ask them to bring the man some water when he wakes up.
oh,
Like,
no.
and just go up to them and, please, good sir, I just healed his leg. It should be fine now, and but if you would be so kind to give him some water when he wakes up.
Of course. The second we get some water brought back from the well,
Yeah.
we'll make sure that it's used immediately.
Yes, give it to those who need it the most first.
Thank you for spending some of your time.
Of course. Thank you.
By the
Is
way,
there anything else I can do to help?
there is actually. If you find some medicinal alcohol, that would be very, very useful. For some reason, some hideous creature has decided that it's not only safe for consumption, but has consumed all 3 liters.
Yeah, of course. If I get my hands on anything, I will bring straight to you.
I mean, I'm serious. The person, whoever drank it, smashed the bottles and drank it from broken glass. They're pretty messed up.
Yeah. Thank you. I will ensure to get some more medicinal alcohol.
No, the worst part was the fact that one of the bottles was actually up a tree. We have no idea how it got up there.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know. In this job, nothing surprises me anymore.
Thank you. I do have some elf fruit, if that could help.
He gives you this kind of like flat look. I can find elf fruit. I'm standing on elf fruit.
Just trying to be helpful. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'm sorry. It's just, if another person comes to me today and offers me elf fruit.
Is there any other medicinal plants I can try to find? That's not easily available?
Ebrium, if you find some. It's got a red petal.
I will keep an eye out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As he's turning away, he like stops, sighs, goes down onto his knees and does this action. And he just pulls off a little root and puts it in a bag. A bag, you know, it's full of elf fruit. I need dice!
Wow.
You can borrow mine.
That was
I
a.
don't want to learn them.
And also, stop leaning on the table! It creaks.
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Oh, yeah.
Of all the 5 people
Well,
here.
you and Ingrid are the worst at leaning on the table. That
Yeah.
to be said.
Can I point out this is our damn table?
Yes, it is.
Right?
You
If
should
we're
know
gonna-
better.
Oh, right.
I should not be sitting here because I always lean on tables.
This did not go the way I wanted to.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
for the sake of speed,
Yes.
it's another thing about podcasts.
Expedience.
Expedience. Gonna move over to.
Just wait until Ingrid finishes filling up her cup.
And that's got a sippy cup.
Cool. We're gonna go to you, and you have this. This was handed to you by Keth after he left. Apparently, he wanted you to keep it in the records.
Is it his dying will and testament?
Hardly. Actually, he rather just kind of gave it to you with a very dismissive gesture on the lines of, somebody usually handles this, so I figured I'd just give it to you. You seem the smartest. You've got like a career in like swinging a big metal stick.
Doesn't mean she's stupid. She's a noble.
Listen now, who was the one who actually didn't fight? Who stopped and bargained her way through thugs instead of unnecessary blood?
You threatened them with unnecessary blood, though.
No.
You did.
No.
You're
No,
like,
I
peace.
I shot them in the back.
That's true. You were a devilishly good duo.
I just said she won't do that if you lower your weapons.
And then
But
she
I did it anyway.
Now I remember. Hashtag good memories.
Might
Yeah.
be part of why she doesn't like her, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard not to like her when she does stuff like that. It's like, you can't promise for me.
The sound of parchment.
Now, Ingrid,
Yes.
would you please roll for... What would that come under now? Perception. Actually, no, it would probably be under cunning. Law.
Cunning and law.
Yeah.
Okay. Historical law, cultural law, arcane law.
Let's say cultural law.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone, by the way, can anyone in the comment section come up with a 4th kind of law?
Oh, there's more. There's musical law, military law, natural law. I just listed the one I have.
Alright. And a type of law that doesn't exist on the character sheet then.
Sexual lore.
Oh my god! Where the hell did that
Erotic
come
law.
from?
I just thought about Leclerc. I don't know.
Spiritual lore? I don't know.
Let's go back to sexual, that's more interesting. Scriptural law. Gotta get that sexual law. Da-da-ba. Do-do-do-do.
15.
Groovy. Yeah.
Lore. Yes.
Law.
Oh, yeah. Lore.
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 Logistical lore.
I was gonna say smutty lore.
Oh, smutty lore.
Lore land.
Smutty lore. Smutty land.
There isn't any literary lore. I mean, like
I
that
guess
would
that goes under maybe historical.
it could maybe.
Because books are really, really expensive,
Yeah.
and most people don't.
Just
Or
lore.
You got a message. You got mail.
Who
You got
has?
Ingrid, I guess. Okay, what's happening?
Yeah, like it turned very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's because I'm just sending handouts.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So we should be
You
checking.
sent me an SMS. I'm sending you an SMS.
When you can message
Why?
someone for free on Messenger. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like why?
Oh my god.
Aw, Ryurai sent us a story on Instagram. Look who wanted to watch. It's her dragon sitting in a chair of its own watching the stream. That is so cute.
That is adorable.
So while we just wait for things to move on.
No, it's fine.
let's-
Yes, moving swiftly on. I'm gonna just carry my dragon.
Aw.
Yeah, me and my buddy here.
You should have a bobby pin or something to stick it.
Fasten it to your shirt.
What are the odds that she's got a bobby pin?
Velcro.
You got a bobby pin? Alright, this isn't Fallout.
Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway.
So, you're bibble mulling with that over there in the corner. I'll let you digest that.
Right.
The three of you have been, so the two of you have been left with very little to do. Keth's gone off on his errand to apparently acquire arms. And Leclerc has gone off on her errand to
Whatever.
do whatever. So all of the people who you thought were in charge have gone. The only person with any semblance of authority that you know is, well, the best boy.
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jarvia is probably taking advantage of the situation and trying to sleep as much as she can. So, seeing as it's probably getting a little bit late in the morning now, she'll kind of like just, because she's been drunk, so she's kind of in a deep sleep and snoring and like with her mouth open, going like, radishes. Nepa. What's the time? Can anybody tell what's the time?
Noon.
Am I there?
I don't know.
Oh, you
Whoever
can
is
hear her.
closest.
It's around midday.
Oh damn. Okay. Sorry about that. Is there any
You
breakfast?
sleep well.
Yeah. I was drunk yesterday.
Yeah, we noticed. Thanks for informing the ones that missed it though, because they got so drunk they fell asleep too. Anyway, yeah, breakfast if you want it, you make it.
All right. Okay. That Leclerc though, she sure can party.
Oh God, don't remind me.
Where'd she go, by the way? I haven't seen her since last night.
She's off on some business. Something she didn't want to tell me.
Ah. All right.
I don't know her, so. And to be quite honest, I don't really need to have her talking more than necessary.
What is it with you guys? I don't understand. She's a hoot and a half.
She's loud.
And is there
drunk.
something wrong with being
Most of
loud?
It's fine when you're loud and you're making sense.
Well, yeah, granted.
Anyway, yeah, the Templar dude.
Oh yeah, the big guy, Keth,
He,
sensitive dude.
yeah, still a Templar though. Anyway, he went off and he left me this.
What is that? I mean, beyond a piece of paper, I can tell it's a piece of paper.
Well, it's a letter written clearly to this Templar.
Okay,
And
what's it say?
My dearest Templar, the weapons I provide of the highest quality. Bloodstone, lazurite, obsidian, paragon's luster, pyrophyte, even some wares with cerald infused glass and viridium. I assume you understand the worth. My caravan is stopping for a rest for a few days at the Dam of Eno Guy before heading north. If you are interested and have the coin or something of equal worth, I look forward to your arrival. Just yourself, however. Not too many bad experiences. Yours, Dolce.
Dolce. Does Jarvia know who Dolce is?
Depends. How bad a girl have you been?
Oh, she's been bad. She works for the cartel. She smuggles on it for a daily living.
Yeah. Okay, roll a... that'll be contacts, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Rick.
What?
It's so cute.
Lucia Farah just said, my youngest daughter just noticed the dragon plushie and has now fallen in love with it.
Yeah.
Of course she has.
What was I rolling?
Contacts.
Contacts. Yeah. Or well, I have contacts as a talent, so there's that. And I rolled a 14 on the dice with a double 5. But there's nothing called contacts on the. So it would be. Well, I would have to use the talent probably.
That's not how it works.
No.
Cultural law.
Yeah, cultural lore. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 15, 16, 17, 18 flat.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Dolce.
Yeah. I'm like, oh really? Is this like, I know that he's a sly guy, but can he be trusted? If can you take him at his word?
Well, what you know is the message I sent you.
Ah, okay.
See, one of the things I don't like about it being a GM is doing all the talking. So what I try and do is either do handouts or sly messages via mobile, because that means the players can convey the information the characters would know.
That's really smart, because if you talk to me, I forget half of the things you say. So if I'm gonna re-say it as my character, it's just gonna be like
What he said.
what he said. We're gonna have to do that thing because of a thing.
Yeah, and since we're all like literally lavishly stuck to our mobiles anyway. Yes, that's what you glean from that information there.
Also, Critical Misfits wants to know what system we're using. We're using the Dragon Age role-playing game system, also known as, what is it, Fantasy Age?
It's what Fantasy Age was derived from. They basically decided they were going to do a RPG based on the efforts of Dragon Age Origins, and then they turned it into Fantasy Age, and then the AGE system, and then they made a Modern Age. So it's a pretty good alternative to Dungeons and Dragons if you fancy a change.
It's fairly streamlined. Yeah, fairly. Basically what Jarvia knows and says to Lazarus is that Dolce don't write letters.
Ah, then it makes sense.
This guy, he's a sly guy, but he doesn't write letters.
Yeah,
like
and
this
is forced.
Yeah. That's not legit.
Let's just say I've read a lot of.
I think our Templar guy is in trouble. He's not the brightest from what I've seen so far.
He's got an intelligence of at least 12.
Well, I mean, he's not dumb, but he's not wily or cunning, unfortunately.
Talking back to the DM.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, this looks like someone forced whoever wrote it into writing it.
Well, it might not
and
be.
It's definitely written under duress.
I mean, it might not be written under duress, but it might be a forgery. Like, it might be someone pretending to be Dolce, who knows who Dolce is and who knows what we need and who wants to, like, get rid of some key movers and players and shakers within the Inquisition.
Okay, look, Miss Blabbermouth. Would you listen for a moment?
Yeah, sure, talk.
I do this for a living. I study letters.
Yeah.
And I study writing.
Yeah.
And this is most definitely written under duress against whoever wrote its will.
Right.
So
anyway, it's fishy.
So I have a feeling that we need to find this Dolce fellow.
Well, either him or the Templar guy, whichever we find first, I guess.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
So I guess we should tell the kid.
Yeah, you tell the kid.
I'll
You're
go
good
tell the
with
kid.
kids.
I love how his name's become the kid.
Well, I mean, Jarvia doesn't really know him that well, so she calls him the kid. She started doing that in the last episode, I think.
Oh, actually, I'll tell the kid, and you can go and wake up the
Oh, no, she doesn't like me. I don't want to wake her up.
I'm awake, by the way. I've been awake before you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just
They've
standing
not
there
noticed.
shining my armor by myself somewhere.
Well, fine, you go tell the kid. I'll go find, pouty face.
Shines armor defensively.
Also, the other eye says, "Oh my God, Rick, stop distracting me by being cute with a dragon."
It's all on purpose.
That camera's still working.
Oh, yes, it
Who
is.
is running the game now? The dragon plushie? Critical Misfit says.
That would be
Yes.
interesting.
It would.
Plans are forming.
Oh, no.
That would be disturbing at best.
It would.
Cool. But yeah, you hear someone. Sounds like they're sharpening a blade or poking up some armor. And the second as you're talking, I don't want to. She's really grumpy. You hear her going more aggressively.
Yeah. Buff, 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 buff.
Pretending it's your face.
Like, okay, I'll go find her. So I go to find Adelina and like, hey, Adelina, I think our Templar guy might be in trouble. I think we need to go find him, or we need to go find this Dolce. Whoever we find first. Anyway, something's up.
Right. Just tell me when, and I'll be there.
I guess now we need to go find the kid. Laz went to tell him what is going on.
He's over there.
Well, there you go. See, I knew you were useful. Sorry.
Oh
this
my God.
beautiful image in my head of Adeline with this gigantic sword just
And this tiny dwarf
So
standing
done.
next to her and patting her on the thigh like, hey, I knew you were useful.
Clunk, clunk.
I have this mental image in my head.
is there a blacksmith nearby? It's,
Wow.
how that's become an
That's
in-joke.
a callback.
That's a callback and a half. God almighty.
I so do not regret giving you that plush as a birthday present. No. The other eye says.
So should you?
No.
He is
All right.
very fond of it.
So I guess we head over to Lazarus and Gaffy.
Yes. Dum 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 dum. Gaffy, are you anywhere near Lazarus?
I don't know. I was at the healer's place
Yeah.
first.
So you're
and
at least you're at least within 50 meters.
Yeah.
something. I'm just going around, see if I can help people in the camp.
Yeah. The others are up to something. They're kind of talking a lot, they look a bit frantic, pointing at papers. Something's gotten them excited, and in your experience with those three, it can't be good. Just so you know, you don't have to do anything. I mean, your life is your own. I mean, I'm just gonna set this up now.
Yeah, you're just.
In the
trying
meantime,
to-
Lucia Farah says, I have a mental image too. Need to draw. And Critical Misfits say, gaming. A safe space to be an ass. Every now and then.
Oh my God, he gets it.
Oh,
we really gonna
definitely
do that
need
now?
descriptions of their looks. Send me message.
Okay,
Send me a
then I'll
message. Lol,
have
lol,
to
lol, lol, lol.
wait for it to be done then.
Oh my God, need to draw that.
Yeah. Oh my God, what are you doing?
Also, Lucia Farah, if you want to see how Adelina and Jarvia look, there is character art on the Instagram.
Yes.
So you can just scroll down in the story and you'll find it there.
Adelina has one brown and one blue eye, by the way. Just saying.
And a long braid.
Lazarus looks like the mopey missing member of a K-pop band.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Jarvia looks like a dwarven Liliana, really, with a face tattoo.
Yeah.
I've actually
Yeah.
come to realize.
That matches really well with my mental image of her.
Yeah.
Some characters
Cool.
just do that, you know. You hear about
Yeah.
them, and you're like, yeah, I thought of it like this. Like that character from The Golden Compass in the books, everyone pictured her with blonde hair. Sorry, everyone pictured she was apparently with black hair, even though everyone
Lyra.
pictured her with blonde hair.
No, Mrs. Coulter.
Oh, Mrs. Coulter, yeah.
I always pictured her with blonde hair, even though
Cool.
even before the movie.
Oh, what's this? That's interesting, isn't it?
What is this? Yes, what is this?
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's Jenga.
This is
Yeah.
just a test.
Oh boy, do that.
Oh,
Stop,
goodness.
Stop.
It's moving.
No,
Can't. That's.
No,
No,
no.
don't.
no.
No.
You
No.
need to take a loose one. cannot take.
No.
That's not gonna work.
Fine. I don't know how to play, alright? Whatever.
No, you don't.
Can you give me the box and I can fix it because now it's all jagged.
Honestly, Rick, what do you like?
Oh Jesus Christ!
No!
He's definitely not like Jesus Christ.
Oops.
No. So apparently we're doing a thing this time around. The new thing.
I don't
Yep.
like this game.
No. There are too many variables. Makes me stressed.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it the easy way.
Yeah. There we go.
I made my gaming career from being told how I'm doing things wrong.
Yeah, that's better than how it was. There you go.
Dankeschön. Okay.
So we have a Jenga tower.
Am I still on the camera, by the way?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes. Moving on.
What would you like to do?
Ronny is here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we headed over to Gaffy, as we said.
Yeah,
And we're, well, I don't, it depends if Lazarus reached him before we did. Cause
you all assemble together.
Okay, so we go to the kid, and it's like,
I
Hey.
look very skeptical.
Hi.
Hi.
So, long story short,
what happened to you?
the Templar gave me this letter.
Right.
Oh yeah, the kid's taller now, ain't he?
Yeah.
and he has pointy
Yeah, people
ears.
change. Let's move on.
Wow, something crawled up your butt and died.
Did you bring your message, please?
The Templar gave me this
What is it?
as he trotted off to get weapons. Now, combined with the information that apparently this Dolce fellow does not write letters.
I recognize the name. Even though I've kind of met him. Not his name. In the shipyard
Oh, that wasn't him.
warehouse. Wasn't it?
No.
Okay.
Who
Also,
was he?
the chat is saying that, holy shit, I jumped and screamed. That sound scared the crap out of me. Which sound was that? The sound of the
Sneeze,
Jenga?
I guess.
Oh, probably. Did
Yes,
someone sneeze?
Sorry, I have a.
He did.
I never learned. I wasn't allowed to sneeze through my nose as a kid, so I like just sneeze through my mouth, and it's louder.
Yeah. Critical Misfits say, oh god.
This is what I have to live with.
Yes, your information's.
Well, combined with the fact that Javier knows for certain that this Dolce fellow does not write letters.
Yeah, I know this guy. He's a sly guy, you know, and I know him.
Okay.
And the fact that this letter, whoever wrote it, was written under duress, and whoever wrote it was forced to do so.
Right.
So wherever that cat dude is going, he's not going to meet Dolce. And if he is, Dolce is probably there by, you know, not his own will.
Right. Do you have any theories?
Upon what? Like where he went?
No, about the situation. What we get ourselves into.
Well, most likely it's someone who's out to get the Inquisition, or at least kill, you know, the Templar dude.
Okay, so either to, you know, hurt the Inquisition and maybe by going through Keth.
Possibly, yeah.
That's not good.
No. You're learning. Good.
Every day.
Yeah.
You never stop learning. If you do, you're most likely dead.
Yeah. My dad used to say that, actually. Funny thing, he's now in the Legion of the Dead.
Yeah.
So technically dead.
Technically, but I mean, I guess you learn. But yeah, so we should try to figure out where he went and just follow his tracks or something.
Yeah, and he didn't say anything to you, Lazarus.
No, he did not. He just gave me that letter, basically shoved it on me, and buggered off.
How did he seem? Was he? Did he look
How did he
worried?
seem?
Did he look annoyed? I don't know.
Rick?
Would you mind rolling an empathy check?
No, I would not mind.
And when did he go?
Oh, he
It's a
went,
double.
When did he leave?
He went early this morning.
So there's a possibility I was already up.
Yes.
Could have seen him leave.
You may roll empathy as well. You think you want to try and
13?
detect this mood?
I think she just wants to know where he went.
Oh,
No,
well.
I was asking for the mood he was in.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
19.
Seriously, she's got like a wow. That's impressive.
I have dots in empathy, so.
It was entrusted to you, so I'll let you keep safe.
As far as you can tell, Kath didn't seem to really show any different unusual signs of his mood. In fact, you were more distracted by the fact that, despite the fact that you're in this muddy field somewhere up in the arse end of nowhere, people are still handing you pieces of homework to do and pieces of paper. So it's like you never left your office. It's just the 4 walls were removed, and you know, now you're being rained on every second day. But for you, you noticed that his walk was slightly. You know, he was injured, but he seemed tense.
Injured where?
Oh, back in the under the buildings, the
Right.
underground network
Yeah.
under Ostwick.
He still feels that injury from that.
Might be that, but he seemed very tense.
Also,
How did he leave? Like on horse? Did he go alone?
He left on a horse.
Alone? Did he have a lot of equipment on him, or did they just leave?
No,
Like, did it look like he was leaving for good?
no, it looked like he was leaving with the intention of coming back.
Okay, so not a big backpack, not a lot of stuff, not excessive amount of weapons.
No.
I noticed him leaving this morning.
Yes.
I didn't think much of it at the time, but he had, I don't know, he had this tense look upon him, like there was something. But he did not bring a lot of stuff with him. He didn't have, it didn't look like he was going to go somewhere, to be gone for very long. So I didn't think much of it at the time.
No. That's
But-
very valuable information. Thank you.
Hey, if you want me to look around a little bit and see if I can find some tracks leading off in the right direction, I can do that.
Well, who's actually from this region? You are.
I'm from Denrim.
Yeah, but you've been living
I've been
in
living in Ostwick, yeah,
for quite some time now.
2 years.
I mean, I know smugglers' routes in and out of the city, probably.
well, this is a trading route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you mind rolling your historical lore?
Can I answer?
Oh, you've lost your chance. No, go ahead.
also in the chat, Critical Misfit says, "I keep looking at that Jenga tower with dread."
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
And then Ronnie Rob says, "Little known, Rick rigged his Jenga puzzle like he was Michael Bay. The end of it will be spectacular."
Yeah, I don't like this
Calling
table.
it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And she also says, "If there isn't at least a medium explosion, I'll be disappointed." Hashtag Jenga theories.
You have been waiting far more than long enough to actually answer. Please proceed.
Thank you. Yes, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no sweat. So she'll go, doing her thing and trying to track and see if she can find Kath's footsteps. Since
Do
he's
it.
limping, it should be easier to discern which footsteps are his, because one will probably be heavier than the other, leave a bigger imprint. Or
But he's
deeper.
on a horse, so.
Well, was he on a horse?
Yeah.
Well, I could probably find out which horse it was anyway. Not many horses will be leaving anyway.
Or limping.
I have 18 with the double on historical lore.
On a double.
Yeah.
15,
Nice.
16, 17. Yeah, that's a 17 on tracking.
Yeah, you know where the you see the tracks. You know where the place is.
Yeah. He went that way.
Oh yeah, I know where
Place
it
in the
is.
notes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's what?
It's been a while since you've heard the name, and you realise that Lazarus Mar pronounced it in a different way of pronouncing it. It's
Lazarus. Okay, yeah. So we have
it's
a name
actually
of a
pronounced Inogi.
place. Inogi.
Yeah.
Inogi. Yeah. I know. I might know this place, and it seems north. Yeah, it's that way.
I can't believe you did that.
I know exactly where it is.
yeah.
It's like just did that, checking the moss on the tree. Moss, trees, south, yeah. Sunlight, whoa, sun moving slowly.
Yeah. Anyways, so we should be heading that away. I'm gonna get my kit together, and then we can just leave. Yeah.
I'm ready.
My God.
Yeah.
Be
Yes.
fun to see Dolce again.
Do we need any equipment, anything to bring with? Maybe we should check the camp if there's anything more they need before we depart.
Sure, how long do you want to spend on that?
Not long.
How long is long?
How long is not long?
You mean in terms of hours?
No.
I'm thinking whatever the camp needs, the camp can probably find for themselves. And the longer we take leaving, the longer we take preparing, the less of a chance our fine Templar friend or Dolce has of, being found by us in time.
I'm sorry, you're very right. I will take your advice into consideration and I will pack quickly.
Just
Thank you.
advice, though. Cool.
I suggest that you should be packing whatever you need to.
Yeah.
And
I got what I need in a backpack. I can go.
okay.
Well, obviously, so do I.
Well, yeah. Now you do.
You want to come? I would deeply appreciate it if you do.
Is that cat's life?
It's not like I have anything to do here. And if I leave, the chances are bigger that people will stop shoving papers at me.
Yeah, so let's just pack up our
Yes.
shit and go.
Adelina,
Yes.
may I request your aid in this mission?
Am I not going?
No, I'm asking if you want to.
Oh, I'm protecting you, whatever it is. So I'm at your side, whatever you do.
As long as it's your will.
I mean, that Trevelyan broad told us told her she had to go along with us, so I
Well,
don't think she's got a choice.
If that's the issue, then I release you for whatever duty.
No,
I
no,
want
no,
you
no,
to,
no.
to come
No,
of
no,
your own
yes,
volition.
I do. This is how it is to be military. This is how it is.
But standard protocol doesn't.
You
listen,
don't understand.
listen, kid.
it.
She's telling you she wants to go. Okay, take it and go with it.
Not if it's over her. Not
Don't
on
put
will.
words in my mouth ever again, Shorty.
Please.
Well, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm just trying to expedite this
Please.
whole thing.
Just please.
What is it?
I want to answer.
I am coming with you. I don't understand what more you want from me.
I guess we'll discuss it another time then.
There is nothing to discuss. I am coming with you guys.
That's why I'm saying for a
right,
later time.
Right behind you, by the
Pack
way.
your stuff and let's get moving.
From the other side of the camp, you see a rather diminutive-looking dwarf who's one of the agents. He's very
Fine.
clerical in his duties. He's also trying to come over to you,
I'm
rolling
off.
through the wood with a huge wad of scrolls.
And I'm leaving. Do you want to come with? Great.
Yeah.
I'm leaving right now.
Oh yeah, I'm right behind you.
Excuse me, Sarah. I have some. I have some accounting to. Sarah, Oh.
Jarvia will turn around with her crossbow in her hand, just like casually and like he's busy. Move it along.
Roll intimidate.
All
Oh, that's gonna make you roll intimidate. You can't just throw that shit back.
What do I use? Is it strength? Yeah.
Yeah, for some strange reason they put it on the strength.
Yeah, so that's 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
It's because you flex while intimidating.
There are other ways of being intimidating. Oh my god, that was adorable.
It worked?
No. Anna's instant image of Nugs across the entirety of Thames learning how to be intimidating, you know? There's a Nug hunter in Ozama and the Nug's like, I know the Nug hunter's like, oh god, sod it.
Right, but
Right.
you have 14 on my intimidation roll.
Yeah, he just stands there, goes completely pale. I'll just sort these myself then.
That's more like it. Have a nice day. And she turns around and just like,
Lazarus is already off.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there are horses available for us to do us
Unfortunately,
swiftly.
there are not.
That's fine. I'll just do a quick, inquiry.
If you want to, you can actually take the horses from someone who's using them. Essentially, you have 2 from recon, and then the other 2 are just pulling the cart for the injured. But those are the only horses left.
No, I'm not going to take those.
Not gonna happen.
I'll just wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for that.
Yeah.
Waiting for the dwarf.
That.
Also,
No,
Chris
I was
Critical
pointing at
Misfits
that.
called me a racist. Dwarfist.
Yeah.
Well, we're all a little bit dwarfist.
A little bit.
We do have 2 dragons.
That's true. We could potentially ride a dragon.
As the I pointed out.
Yeah.
Yes, can I ask Kaida
If you can ride it.
to
In essence, yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Of course it wasn't what you were going to say. It was never what you were going to say, but it needed to be said. It would have been great. What?
Can I roll my sexual lore now?
I just saw our reaction to that and it was magical.
Okay, that was my fault. That was my fault. I'm sorry. Yes, you can.
Wow.
To join.
To join. Yes, you can.
I need a break.
What? I thought it was. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Right. So, I'm going to roleplay that in a second.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, you guys are going to be traveling on foot.
Yes. Unless Kaida wants to.
To be a dragon.
Yeah, I know you did Critical Misfits.
What?
This is a family show. Anyway, I'm dying.
Download says, you started this. So yeah. I think we're frustrating poor Tonya, so we should just pull ourselves together and be a little bit nicer.
Ugh. I am going to knock another one of these off.
I hope you guys realize that this is Kath's life we're dealing
Yeah, I've pretty much figured that out.
with. Oh yeah, at the first.
I mean, it's ticking down, basically.
And whenever it falls, So better not lean on that table.
Mm-hmm.
I've not been
No. Just a joke. Kidding.
Oh, it's a kitty.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a kitty.
So we may
Also
actually
cats.
have a kitty in a second.
Yeah.
We're just going to wait for Tonya to come back.
Yes, she needed a break. 5 minutes.
I'm just rolling a random roll.
Mm-hmm.
Picking flowers roll.
Picking elf fruit.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna use this occasion to get some more drink.
Yeah.
How shiny is my armor?
Well, after the buffing you gave it,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot of buffing,
Like, what could I roll for that?
Roll for shiny?
Yeah.
Craft.
Craft.
Crafting.
Crafting, and that is what exactly? Is there a crafting?
I guess it could be a dexterity or a cunning, maybe?
Cunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
It's one of the problems with playing like multiple game systems. When it comes down to the fineries of like abilities and focuses and stuff like that, you get mixed up which words are used.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Dexterity, crafting.
Okay, cool.
Not so cool.
Oh, it's 13 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. So it's average.
I'm just gonna say, before we get into battle mode and whatever, my crossbow is probably going to be out most of the time, just in case.
Where else is it going to be?
It could be slung on her back, unloaded.
They are pretty heavy, I suppose.
Yeah. But I mean, she's a dwarf, and it's a dwarven-sized crossbow. It's not a Bianca, let's be honest.
Would you pass me the book?
Yes, I could pass you the book.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Still waiting on the rules for Bianca.
But it's like, since it's a crossbow, it requires, some loading time, so I'm just saying now, so we don't have to discuss that later.
You can load it as a active action. No, half action thingy.
Yeah, a
Or
minor
that's
action.
minor.
Well, you got
Yeah.
the talent which allows you to.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But still, I mean, like going into battle, you just not having to use that minor action to reload in the beginning of the turn is, nice for my part.
one of those things, isn't it? You know, when you get caught in an ambush, they never think about it. But are you wearing your heavy armor?
I
Are
don't
you,
have heavy armor. I
I
have
mean-
a tailored leather duster.
Oh wow! Watch it, guys. We got ourselves a badass here. We got a long coat.
You
with
only
pockets.
realize that now.
My God, your coat's so amazing.
And
I
on
know
it
it has
says,
pockets.
I can't hear buffing your armor without thinking it's a euphemism. Something has been said earlier in the campaign that gives me weird armor association.
Bang bang. Was that it?
It's,
Yeah.
it's definitely the blacksmith joke.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't know we had a blacksmith in town. In camp.
That was from like the first series.
Yeah, it's like it started with Tonya saying "You can't catch me," bang bang, when we were fighting the golem in the prison, and then when Ness had a sexual encounter with a Templar in one of the Cold Circle episodes or pre-Cold Circle episodes, and then it's kind of just become a running in joke since then.
It's
Like,
the-
is there a blacksmith in town?
It was the Dragon's Witch.
Feral
Yeah.
actually walked in on that.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh nope."
Yeah, that was a 180 nope.
Critical Misfits say it on it of same mind, gutter. I'm trying.
Maybe in the gutter, but I'm looking
And
at
Lucifer says she can't find the character stuff on Instagram. I will take a picture of it and send it to you then, since we're having a break anyway.
Yeah.
She's back.
I'm actually surprised that Khajiit hasn't jumped up on the table right now. Touch wood. Touch wood lightly.
He
I don't
is
want to knock the tower out.
likely to.
Yes. So, yes, you approach Kaida and Talia. They are sitting just outside the camp, cross-legged, looking at each other, just talking a lot. As you approach, they seem to go shh, 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 and turn around. Talia is giggling about something, and Kaida looks up at you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was wondering if you would join us to find out what's up with Kath. He's went someplace, and apparently he was not in a very good place, it would seem, and the person he's seeking apparently might not be that person, or might be a person in trouble. I guess what I'm trying to say, we think that Kath might be in trouble.
She shares a glance with her sister. Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you.
She helps her sister up. They dust each other off. Are we going now?
Yes, we have to move quickly to catch up with Kath to see if we can aid him.
Well, let's go.
Yes.
You guys are all assembled?
Yeah.
Lazarus is already kind of walked.
You probably walked around the corner and then realised, alone, I may be in trouble.
Oh no! He did not stop walking after that.
So what you're saying is your march order is that he's in front, he's going to get there first.
No, he's going to get in trouble first, most likely.
Sweet. Alright, I can work with that.
And Jarvia is right behind him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
To watch whatever happens to him with popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of like in the middle. Like, they're taking too long, and he's taking too,
Fast.
he's too fast. So she's kind of like in the middle, like, geez, these guys.
I'm just waiting at the edge of wherever Kath was last seen.
Well, you've managed to find the tracks and find the route that he was going towards, Enogi. Enogi, from what you remember, is simply a dam that was built a long time ago by some sort of alliance between the dwarves and the Ultimate Empire to stop a river from coming out of a mountain. It actually produced the Gee Valley, which is kind of like stuck in the copse of the eastern half of the Vilmark Mountains. It's a really nice region, very lush, and the river flow actually goes down into the northern pastures just above Ostwick. So it's a pretty good region. It's well known for a rather large statue that's there as well, but otherwise it's just a dam. A very old one at that. So, you guys start your trek. Lacking horses is a real pain, but you do make good progress. You've had a good rest, and this for you is nothing compared to the stuff you've dealt with over the last few days, for some of you for some weeks even. Are there any conversations which occur on travel?
Jerry's just gonna be mostly quiet because we're heading into like potential trouble.
Yeah.
So she's not gonna be her loudmouthed usual self. This is business. So she's quiet.
Sorry, Kasumi's just licking my toe. Don't stop. I'm fine. Jesus, what are you doing? Stop. Cool. So when you actually get to this place, and the trade path is really easy to follow. Like a lot of the routes on the Vilmark Mountains, you can actually see where people have travelled. There are lots of ways to fall and die. So people, through by order of selection, have managed to actually find routes around the Vilmark Mountains which work, and those routes have been hammered down through centuries and decades, ages of carts and feats and all the rest of it. So this dust path is actually a trade route, quite wide, enough for 2 carts. And it descends around the southern part of one of the mountains in this region. And as it comes around the corner, you get to see the absolute resplendent valley of Agi, which is just kind of swampish, very green, very bright, with all of the moisture in there and the sunlight hitting it. It kind of reflects in a really bright and beautiful manner. You even get to see the black outline of several birds as they fly by. It's almost ideal if you didn't realize that down there are probably mages and Templars killing each other and the
Idyllic,
demons.
you
and,
mean?
What did I say?
Ideal?
Really, you're gonna go for like a vowel shift? Really? It's my language, damn it! Shut up!
It's hard to put the vowels behind me.
You never stopped.
No.
Yeah, you were born and corrected the doctor who gave birth to you or whatever.
Oh, the doctor gave birth to me. Yes.
Yeah, the medical structure in this country is amazing.
I came out of the womb saying, "Well, actually."
You're not my mother. I don't know you. Oh,
You
dear.
call that a birth canal?
Oh god.
No, it's the Thames.
I've seen online arguments that were
Right.
straighter than this.
All right, can we move
Yeah.
on, please?
Are
Yeah.
you getting a bit tense? Yeah. Good. So as you come around the bend on the path, you follow this beautiful, resplendent scene, this idyllic view to the actual dam itself. Now this is very moss covered. There are strains of green coming down as if tendrils for some ancient beast has tried to crawl back up, but you know that it's just moisture. Standing in front of this, what is essentially a curtain of stone against the rock side, is this really worn and weathered statue of what seems to be a robed priest, which is not that tall. It's almost as if someone was very defiant when they were sculpting it for their Tevinton masters and decided to make it a dwarf mage instead. Or it could be just erosion. It's difficult to say from this distance, but there's definitely a squatness about it. There's also several figures around the dam. From this distance, they're like black specks in the distance. But if you roll perception for me, all of you.
We've kind of just all of us gathered. Or
And also, I tried to say something earlier when you gave us the chance, but you.
Did I cut you off?
Yeah, because you talked about your cat licking your foot, so.
Sorry.
And then you moved on.
Sorry,
so
I was
didn't-
distracted.
but
What were
it's
you
fine.
trying to say?
I just wanted to tell the others about, like, beware of dwarves or Tavines. We don't know what the fuck we're gonna.
Oi.
meet.
Is that
Well,
old,
you're in a party with both Tavines and dwarves.
right?
I got a 14 on my perception. Seeing. 14.
14? What'd you get, Gaffy?
18 and a double.
Oh my god.
20 with the double.
I also got a double.
Why did you guys get doubles when you don't need them?
I
I
know,
got
right?
22 with a double.
Oh my
The
god.
whole party got a double.
Well, I got 30 with a triple. Fine then, fine. I can dig it. Let's see. What do you get for that? What you get for that is the following. Point 1. You make out the glint of red.
Yeah.
You're, especially Gaff, this is more Gaffy than anything else. You're used to seeing this. the glint of red from red lyrium is quite distinct because it shines like a ruby color, and it always gives you the what's up.
No, I just want to say that all of us have seen it a lot because it kind of overtook Ostwick. So
That's true, but we're talking about like a far
Yeah.
distance, not in a
But
city.
yeah.
Point I'm saying is, there's something a foot down there. There's also figures that seem to be dangling over the side of the path, which essentially is like a bridge, which uses the dam to go around this valley's crest like a horseshoe, and goes around the other, follows the mountain around. Above you actually is more of the you see like palm trees and such, more temperamental trees designed for hotter environments above the horizon. You're actually quite close to some of the warmer parts, the equatorial parts of
Rick,
Yeah?
are you tapping your feet?
no.
Okay, someone is. Because the table was shaking.
Oh, I'm writing.
Oh.
That might be it. Sorry.
The table needs to be made of stone or something.
Mm.
We good now? Cool. But the two different like sets of trees that you see, the pines down below you, and then the more tropical trees along the top, really strikes a very odd difference. What you also see is a small figure being kicked off the edge of the dam and falling down and down.
Anything noticeable, or is it too far away?
Way too far away to tell. Whoever it is, they've basically been kicked off and they've fallen to the bottom of the dam.
is there water in it?
Yeah, a
Okay,
bit.
cool. So it's not like splash dad.
No.
No, then we're fine.
Right.
Well,
Depending. But, okay, so they've been kicked off the dam on the water side or kicked off the dam on the dry side? That's a very big difference.
Well, it's like a mountain,
Yeah?
dam, dampy, swampy, rivery bits.
Yeah.
So
Which side are we on?
You're on the crest up on the side here as you're coming around.
Okay, so we can see both sides of the dam.
Yep.
Yeah. So which side was he kicked off on? Or the
the
figure?
tall part?
Okay, so basically you've got, this is just about setting the scene.
Yeah.
You have on this path this rock face on your left hand side.
Mhm.
This rock face goes all the way around. So your left hand side, all the way around this valley,
Mm.
is rock.
Yeah.
Okay? Inogi, the dam, was designed to stop an underwater river from exploding at the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
So there is no other side.
Right.
When this figure gets knocked off, it's the only side they can fall off, which
Yeah.
is the inner edge.
Right.
Do you follow?
Yeah.
Mm.
Now I
Alright.
follow.
Cool. Setting the scene has always been one of my difficulties.
But, you know, it's hard for us to envision too, so it's not just you.
There is the thing with the thing next to it.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the thing.
She was happy.
He's very happy to be attention,
Oh,
get
yeah.
attention. But yeah, these are the things you see. They don't seem to have spotted you yet.
No.
You also notice that there are two dead horses along the path in front of you with a caravan that's been turned over.
The caravan has been turned over.
Does it look fresh?
At least they're 2 days old, maybe, give or take.
All right.
It's not fresh, as in the bloodstains are looking a bit dry.
Have we seen Keth's horse on the way?
Nope.
No. So that's
But the
the
tracks that you're following do lead up to the dam.
Yeah. So I assume we're just gonna keep following up to the dam.
Yep.
Just to get closer and see what the fuck this is all about.
Yep.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like any of them are going to say like, screw this, let's go home.
Can I go shadow mode?
Yes.
When I'm not in combat?
Yes.
Okay, so I go
guess-
shadow mode.
I guess I will try to be stealthy. Fine.
He's trying to be stealthy. That shiny armor you were buffing earlier today.
No, I only rolled the average, so it's not that shiny.
Okay, so it's a bit. You tried, but
Pull
you
your-
failed.
But you could pull her cloak over it.
That's true. You can do that. You don't have to walk around like a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. What'd you get?
It's dexterity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
11.
That is the lowest you've ever rolled.
No, it's not, but close.
It's
That's
pretty
fine.
low.
That's good. That's good.
Pretty low.
It's
Do,
just
do I roll for shadow? Just
stealth.
plain? Okay. Ooh, that is 12 plus 5, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 on my stealth roll. with a double 6, and my dragon die is 6.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 actually. Cause
The omnipotent, forbidden gods of old have lost track of you.
yeah.
Seriously, Feral somewhere is like, oh, something terrible has just happened. Someone's got my high score. That's awesome. Yeah, your Jarvia disappears. She's just gone. You don't know she's. Like you first might assume that she just ran. Screw this. I don't know what happened with Gaffy. Why is he so unsubtle today? Is he still getting used to his new body?
Yeah.
You know, it's like one of those
Probably.
puppies who has 2 large feet
Yes.
for their bodies.
Yeah, he's grown like 8 centimeters
Yeah.
in a
It's
day.
it's more like one of those puppies that are grown too quickly and hasn't caught on that he's suddenly big.
What are these appendages?
Kinda.
Rick, can I bother you for just a very short moment to look over the glyph man's the specialization that I made? It's on the bottom. Just very
Yes.
quickly.
I love your handwriting. I can read it for starters.
Rick, focus.
Sorry. Fair enough. Yeah, let's give it a go. See how it goes for this game. And if it works out, we can
Make it a house rule.
make it a house rule, put it on the website, make it
Yep.
available to everyone. I like it.
Yep.
It's like a graffiti
Lutra
artist.
is in the chat, by the way.
Yay!
Yay! Welcome, Lutra.
That's excellent. That means that we have a Ravenclaw worthy enough to actually correct all of the mistakes I make.
Except for,
Yay.
you know, the ones that are already corrected
We
by
have
Valeth.
2 Ravenclaws sitting right here.
Oh God, no!
You just got your first correction
Mm.
after that.
I am actually in my own correctional facility.
Oh, that's bad.
Snap.
I love it.
I'm sorry. Did I suddenly get pregnant? Because that was a dad joke.
Damn. But yeah, I'm gonna read this. The tropical edges of the Tevinton jungles crest the sheer mountain wall like a crown. As you come around the bend in the path, the valley grows below grows out before you. A worn, weathered statue of a defiant mage leans in against the stone and iron dam which hugs the mountain wall. Below, a thin river trickles down the valley proper, making its way to the coast. Green life coats the valley floor and reaches up, both in the statue and the dam, like rising emerald mist. Ahead, the path leads to the top of the dam as it doubles as a bridge to the other side. Even from here, you can make out the glint of plate mail in the sun and the unmistakable red haze of red lyrium. Figures litter the dam like spiders, dangling from the edge on ropes as they move along the dam's wall. They seem to be attempting to breach the only thing stopping a disastrous amount of water from spilling into the valley and further south into the farmlands. As you watch, a figure seems to be thrown from the edge of the dam, plummeting into the river below. You
Fell
got,
into
the,
a
you got the
river.
full lot there. There was a number
Yeah.
of lines which is like only read if, only
Yeah.
read if, and you got everything. So I was like,
Yeah,
find
cool.
it.
So you can't see Jarvia, but you can still hear her, and she's close by, and so she's like, "So, do you guys want to stay together and move ahead and see what's on the thing, or do you want someone to go and figure out who fell down into the river?"
FYI, to go down the valley bit is going to take a lot of scaling down.
I think it's more
Also, just saying what you say to me every time when
Uh-huh.
I speak as Feral,
yeah.
I automatically go out of shadow.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
what you have told me several times when I have tried to do it.
I was going to do that, but thanks for bringing that up. You
Oh, right.
literally like that kid at school who doesn't like it when other people get away with stuff they don't.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but I totally get that. I mean, she could say that before she goes into shadow.
Speaking of which, you were trying to say something?
Yeah. But sort that out first.
Yeah, fair enough. When you speak, they spot you.
Right.
So if you want to scare them for shits and giggles, it's fine. But when you talk in shadow mode, it's not like disembodied voice.
No.
That
Okay.
requires talent, which should also be a talent.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if we can do much to help the one who fell down. I think we should investigate the situation at hand first, then check out the person falling. Maybe. I don't know. Any ideas? Any?
Well, it depends. If it's a river and the person was wearing armor, they'll probably drown anyway. So, you know.
But do we know who the people who pushed the person down is?
No, we don't. We
No.
don't know anything. So let's just move ahead and go.
I'm with Gakfar on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we move ahead.
Yeah.
Should I re-roll for shadow?
Yes. Because I could suddenly try to oppose it. You never know with me. I could be over here. Seriously though, what's with your rolls today?
10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yes, Feroka could do better though. That's fine. Cool. So how are you playing this? You all moving forward as a group, or are you splitting a bit and sending in a reconnaissance?
I guess, yeah, Gaffy will send Jarvia a bit ahead.
Cool.
Since she's the most stealthy one.
Makes sense.
She said he's.
I'll stay further back because I'm the least stealthy.
I'm
Yeah.
like 180 centimeters, so I'm pretty tall as well. So
You're
it's
still
hard.
more stealthy than me.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna sneak ahead and just get as close as I can without, you know, compromising my shadow mode and trying to figure out who is up on that words.
The dam.
Yes.
Yeah. Up on the roof. Cool. You get close. You go past the caravan that's been devastated. It looks like the actual coach part of the caravan has been shattered open with a force that you have rarely seen. In fact, it reminds you of that behemoth that you have to fight. The two horses have been cut nearly in half with a blunt instrument. The smell is ferocious. They've been here longer than 24 hours.
Lazarus finds a bush and throws up.
Cool. It's just like there's no bushes there.
I hold his hair.
Well, he's not on the dam yet.
I know.
His hair is short.
Yeah.
I know.
Mattering a bit there, Angie. I'm good. Yeah, Lazarus isn't there yet. He has this to enjoy in the future.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you realise that the dam is made up of not just the strip of the top of the dam, the step, which is used as a bridge, but also there are two towers, small, short, stumpy things with just one room essentially. So you got two of those as you go around. They literally just stand on the left and the right hand side of this gigantic statue, whose head is just high enough to come over the side. Oh, you K-pop trash.
That's for Lucia Farrow, who says might see the rest tomorrow if I have to leave either way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There are rather bedraggled looking humans that seem to be hitting the sides of the wall down the side there, the dam with picks and shovels and things. Despite the danger, they are seemingly being forced to continue to work by
So it looks like they're trying to sabotage the dam.
yeah, quite clearly. They're being forced to do so by a good platoon's worth of Red Templar Knights. And these ones in particular seem to be garbed in a rather. They have the red shimmering haze. They're almost like a radioactive kind of haze of the red lyrium, but they also have brown clear leather tenants instead of like the usual pattern of white with red thing. It's just brown with a black blade instead.
Okay, so they're on the side of the dam picking away at this with these guys around. But there's another group further along on the dam itself where the person got pushed off, right?
Essentially, you've got the dam like this.
Yeah.
You got the two towers. You've got the statue in the middle, and you're on this side here.
Yeah.
And you see there are people dangling over the edges, or people up against the wall here. They're all trying to make holes in the dam.
Okay, so they're hanging by ropes and
Yeah.
harnesses
Yeah.
and things.
Pretty much. And further in, you've got these people just doing patrols along the bridge.
Yeah.
This aspect of it, and then further in, you've got a rather menacing-looking figure standing on the second tower. Say menacing because even looking at it makes your stomach turn upside down.
Right. What does this...
Difficult to say from a distance, but it's...
It just emanates bad vibes?
Yeah, it casts a very nasty silhouette.
Yeah, okay.
It's has like a helmet which comes down and then comes up, like as almost like a rhino's horn.
Okay.
Black armor with emanating red lyrium all over the place.
Right.
And if you wouldn't mind rolling another perception for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he can award you with this.
That is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20
20.
for
Cool.
perception. That's a double, and my dragon die is 7.
How many doubles have you done? All right, I'll give you this one.
Lots.
This figure at the other end of the dam is wielding a rather large red spear.
Okay.
This probably means nothing to you.
Probably not,
No.
because
Yeah, you
if it's
wouldn't
the
know
red
about
bitch, I haven't met her. And if it's someone else, I probably haven't met them either yet. So
Cool. Well, that's what you see.
That's
I'm
what I
gonna let
see.
you go back and relate this and discuss this.
But do I see Dolce anywhere?
No one that would fit that description, or no one that you know.
No.
There are, however, 2 rooms in these 2 small towers
Mm.
that you could look in.
Right.
But that's going to get dangerously close to
That's
the
gonna
guards.
get. But I mean, the one tower is on my side of
Yes.
the dam, and the other is on the other side of the
Yes.
dam, and the one with the scary figure in it is on the other side.
Yes.
Yes. So I could just really quickly peek into the tower that's closest to me,
Sure.
and then just scuttle back to the others
Yep.
real quick. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Roll another stealth check. Just to do the advancement there.
Mm-hmm.
I think with shadowing you get a +2 to it.
Okay, so that's
No.
11,
Just 1.
12,
It's on top of your focus as well.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20 if I get a +1 from the...
But I don't know if you're a master, maybe. I don't know when.
I have a master in shadow,
Okay,
so...
that's cool.
Okay, groovy. You actually managed to sneak along the edge, and you're not spotted by a single person. When you get to the actual tower,
I'm
Kind
away
of.
from the wind.
kind of looks like this.
Dwarfy on the wind.
Okay, that's the inside of the tower?
Yep, I'm gonna
Yeah.
need that back though because I'm using it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but yeah.
But you look inside the room.
Yeah.
You see a small table with a lot of papers on it, with suspiciously similar handwriting, as if someone's been practicing.
Mm.
A small chest, a table with a broken sword on it, a ladder up to the 2nd floor, which is where the roof is, with like a crenellations and such. And there's a small human body you don't recognise.
What
On
does
the-
the body look like?
It looks like just some farmer.
Okay.
He's had his throat cut, and all of his arterial blood is just
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Arterial spray!
You're welcome. You're welcome.
There's a chest, you say?
Mhm.
I'm gonna peek inside the chest.
You can't.
I can't?
You're looking through an arrow slit, so you'd have to go
Oh,
around.
I'm
them.
not inside.
Nope.
Okay. And there's a ladder going upstairs. So do I have to move to get to the door?
Yes.
Is the door next to me?
The door's next to you, but you risk being in full view of everyone.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I could see these papers and the notes and everything, so that's good. Right.
You can reach through because the table's right next to it,
Yeah.
and grab. There's a one rolled up scroll with a strange
Like a seal?
seal on it.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for it?
Nah,
No.
not really.
Okay. Great. Okay. So.
You're gonna read it there. If you read it there, you're gonna have penalty for remaining stealth.
Oh no, she's just gonna move along and read it while she sneaks away. I
Yeah.
think.
Roll a stealth.
Yep. Okay, that's
I'm gonna have to take those
10,
dice off you.
14, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Dear God.
That's also a double.
She's subconsciously stealthy as.
Valeth never rolls this well. This is all Jarvia.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
When you get back to Valeth, you're just gonna roll a fumble and die on
Yeah,
a
pretty
brick
much.
or something.
All right. So what
Yeah.
it says in the note while she's
Before
reading
you do that though,
yeah.
because I'm gonna disappear to the toilet.
Yeah.
You get back to the main group.
Mm.
Yeah. Now you can relate this to these guys.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to Lou.
Yes.
Be right back.
So I'll just read while you're gone.
Yeah. I know what's on it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. So Jarvia comes scuttling back to you guys. She has a paper in her hand when she kind of steps out of her shadow and like, okay, listen to this, guys.
Oh, you gotta stop doing that.
Sorry. I'm not used to. This is normal to me, you know? Alright, so. To be passed to the still cognizant among you, the damn Inogi must be broken to fulfill the rest of my plan. Summon your strongest to guard the workers. If you have soiled your workers, seize more en route. The dam must unleash its waters across the valley and towards the south, no matter the cost, even your pitiful lives. I have sent my most faithful to guide you, the bearer of the red blade. Lastly, send a detachment to reinforce the force besieging the rebelling lords in Ronesweir. Include in their number assassins. Removing Lady Trevelyan will crush their resolve. For the Elder One, for the world reborn, liar. Does this tell you guys anything?
The red blade is definitely familiar to me.
Alright, who's that?
I mean,
I saw a figure with a red, like, spear-like kind of thing over there. That could be that person, I guess. And there was some big, tall, dark figure that gave me the heebie-jeebies, like, really bad vibes, so...
There is a woman. A swordswoman.
Hmm? Could have been her.
Maybe.
Could have been. Anyway,
She
they
is
wanna...
of nobility from Ostwick.
Yeah.
Her name is Arya Hawk. Yeah,
Ah.
Hawk.
Well, that could have been her. There's no names here, but... Apparently they want to, break the dam. They got peasants hanging off the edge and, like, harnesses trying to pick through the poor bastard. It's gonna take forever. So we should definitely try to stop this.
Yeah.
In some way.
It sounds like they work with slaves or take people and use them as slaves. So it might be Tevinton.
It could be. Or it could just be that these, Red Templar, Red Lyrium assholes are just, just taking people.
Could be.
Whoever it is, though, they bad for business.
Yeah. They haven't removed Lady Trevelyan yet, though.
Yeah,
They have not done that. She is in hiding, but
So, yeah. What do you suggest? You got a plan, kid?
not a plan per se. You can see that Gagfar looks pretty upset by your news,
Mm-hmm.
and is trying to collect his thoughts. You said there was a very dangerously person there.
Yeah, there was some person in, like, big pointy armor, a lot of black, sending out really bad vibes. I don't know who that is, but...
Were you able to count numbers? How many enemies are we looking at?
Well, there was a handful of them, overseeing the peasants that were hammering away. And then there was some patrolling the bridge. And then there were the two at the other side, the one with the blade and the one at the top of the tower. So, I don't know. Numbers? Did I get any numbers of how many Red Templars there are?
Around 25?
Yeah, so around 25.
That's a very daunting number for such a small group as us.
Yeah, we might have to actually,
One more
to
time.
continue. We might actually have to go back to camp.
Might be a wise solution.
Or at least some of us should.
You want to go back to camp?
Did you?
What?
Did you see any traces of Kath while you were there?
No, I saw nothing. All I saw was I peeked inside one of the towers. That's where I got the paper. And then in there was a broken sword and a lot of, like, notes that looked like the one that Lazarus has, but it looked like practice notes. So someone's been forging stuff. And there was a dead peasant guy inside.
But wait, wasn't that one signed liar?
Yeah, this was signed the liar. So he's the one who's been forging notes. We know that much, most like. Or it's been sent here and someone here has been forging notes.
So, are you kind of saying that someone sent Kath a note to
Yeah.
get here?
Yeah. If you guys have met this red bitch before, it might have been her.
Might have been.
So you just picked up on Red Bitch, like, right straight off your head.
Yeah.
Let's say yes.
How close are we to the dam?
Seems like you're not close enough to be detected. You're keeping your heads down, but you are, what are you thinking in yards?
Yeah, like to touching it. Any
The
parts
dam?
of it.
No, nowhere near.
So, either Keth is in one of those towers because I didn't see him anywhere, or he was that poor sod that was thrown off the side of the dam.
of maker.
Yeah,
So
them some bad odds. I don't know what you want to do with that.
there's a little.
Kinda.
Yes.
He looks expectantly at you. Could you, or your sister, or both, swiftly go back to camp and bring reinforcements? I think we might need them.
They can turn into dragons, right?
I know, but turning into dragons here would not be wise, I think.
Well, I mean, is it easier to kill Red Templars if you're a dragon?
I guess, but still, I think we might need bigger numbers.
Yeah, sure.
Talia kind of scoffs. I think what he means is that a dragon would have it all too easy to do more damage to the dam than kill any Templar.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
So we might be best served ensuring reinforcements come. In fact, if Kaida goes back to get reinforcements, I should warn the villagers in the valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That is very wise.
They should flee.
But that puts us out of your use. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are we going to do?
I could try and distract them.
Maybe. I think
To be
Yes.
honest,
Hang on.
yes. Maybe if you could create some sort of a distraction, maybe we could try to free some of the workers to, I mean, get out of the way, and maybe even some of them can rally to a cause.
I would like they were peasants and they
I
were
know.
hanging from harnesses off of the dam. So even if we distract the Templars, most likely these poor fellas aren't even going to be able to make it over the side before the distraction is over. And they didn't really have any other weapons than picks. So I think that's being a bit optimistic, maybe.
yeah. To be honest, I think warning the villagers is probably a better idea.
Or we will have to do that either way.
But if we cause a distraction, we might be able to, send someone down into the valley and see what happened to the person who fell off. Or we might be able to get through and,
Sorry. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Or we might be able to get through and investigate the towers and maybe fight, and get rid of some of those people who are actually running things around here. Because if you chop off the head, of any organization or plot or plan or project, people don't know what to do.
I'm just curious, Talia. I'm not. Just correct me if I step over any bounds or anything. Would you be able to, in your dragon form, swoop down to maybe get rid of some of the Templars before you go to the villagers?
Just
in the village.
Doing. Just breathing on them a little and then keeping
Yeah.
right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would that work?
I would enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, either that or she stomps across the bridge.
Let's not get me too excited. Kaida's like,
I mean, I think you and I are on the same page.
I want to stomp things too.
You will. As soon as you can get some reinforcements, you will get your free reign of the Templars. I promise. We'll try to save some for you.
Go on, cough. That was the whole face. Okay, I'm going to run now because if I change here, they're going to know.
Yes.
She starts running off. You forget how swift she can run as well. Talia looks back at you. She seems to be automatically reduced now that her sister's gone. Okay. Right. One.
Be quick. Be careful, please. I can't afford to lose any of you.
Well, I best fly swift then. Good luck, all of you.
You too.
So what are we doing while she's creating a distraction?
She actually runs to the edge of the cliff, and without a moment's hesitation, jumps off. There's a moment of, oh fuck, did that just happen? And then the entire space in front of you, there's like the edge and there's like an empty space, gets filled with these gigantic wings as a horned dragon flies straight upwards with a roar that makes you kind of duck down and cover your ears. It goes up, swings down, and then does a complete strafing run on the dam itself. The fire, when it comes out, you can even feel the heat in the air, even from this distance of like 1,000 yards. The Red Templars seem to have been caught by surprise. He's like, oh, dragon, we didn't have a plan for that. Where is the procedure? It's a dragon.
No plan D.
You see some arrows being thrown up, but they're all missing. No plan D. No, what about plan F? Ooh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay. So, as the dragon flies over, all these arrows are missing, and it must have caught a good number in that blast. The entire top crest of the dam's ridge, the top of the dam, is now on fire because of all the foliage and what seems to be wooden crates and such are there. There also seems to be a few ropes on fire as well, because you can see the fire. In fact, you see one person who's on the wall fall to their deaths.
Collateral damage.
Yeah. What you see is a red spear launching into the sky and striking the dragon in the leg. And then there's a flash or this distinct star spark, and then the spear that's in its leg becomes heavier as a figure appears next to it and then drags it out.
No!
And then just drops back down to the dam. Talia in her dragon form looks visibly put off by this, and you can see from the steam that's coming off it that she's received a really hefty wound.
How far away is she?
She's on the other end of the dam.
How far is that?
That's around 2,000 yards minimum.
Yeah.
At this point, though, she essentially just dives over the edge of the dam, so she disappears into the valley before making a low swoop away. She's still trailing blood as she's going, but she's still okay. She's going to complete the rest of her mission.
Yeah.
On the dam, however, the whole place is a fiery ruin. The distraction worked pretty well, all things considered. Although the smoke is obscuring what you can see now.
Yeah.
Gakfar?
Yeah. Of course, when he sees the attack on Talia, he immediately is about to shout no, but he catches himself in doing it and move now, move.
Yeah. All right, we're moving.
I cast heroic offense on
Adelina.
Adelina. And probably cast heroic. Let's see. Oh no, that's around me. Never mind.
I'll go back into shadow mode.
Cool.
I will cast combat magic. I mean,
Now-
cast it. I will enable.
Switch it on.
Activate.
Turn it on. Activate, yeah, it's
activate.
activate, isn't it? By the way, this represents the dam,
Shit.
and the dragon attack has obviously caused one more bit of stress. So let's see. Tanya, it was your decision. If you care to do the honours, take as long as you need.
Why would you do that?
Excuse me, you're playing this game wrong, by the way.
I
You're
don't care.
supposed to put them on top so it
I
makes
know.
it even harder.
I wanted to give you a fighting chance.
Okay.
That, however, is literally that's just like that's Gaffy all over.
Yeah, that's like, let's remove one of the worst pieces.
I'm not going to be the one who does this. No,
No.
no, the next person is.
And you're not allowed to remove the top ones, are you?
No.
No.
Alright. So, while we're running, I hope, I will try to give instructions or, whatever. Jarvia, if you would please do scouting and see if you can save any bits of information concerning Keth or
I'll do my best. I'll pick up what I can, and then she just disappears into shadow because I rolled like a lot. again.
Yeah.
It's like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Can anyone hear me chewing, by the way?
No.
Good.
Adelina,
Mm-hmm.
could you assist me in helping the villagers escape,
Of course.
or maybe even rallying some of them if you can?
Which villagers, by the way? Just.
I know, of course.
No,
You can
I
give-
spør deg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give them the choice, at least.
Hun mener hvilken av dem?
The villagers.
Dem som henger over sida og
Dem vi
prøver å
kan få
ødelegge.
tak i. De liksom får tak i. Vi kan dra dem. If you can pull them
Whoever
up,
we can catch.
whoever we can catch.
Oh yeah, the
free.
peasants.
Mm.
Just, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Villagers, peasants.
In that case, I also
Yeah.
cast
The-
haste on you.
The captives.
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you. Lazarus, would you please be ready to do whatever magic you can to aid?
I'm already doing it. You got haste. Now, have a read through. I'm gonna need it back.
Okay, so Jarvia just scampers off ahead, trying to see if she can scavenge information, bits and pieces of things that haven't caught fire, or see if she can find traces of Dolce or Keth or whoever they're meeting.
Everyone else is trying to rescue people.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I don't give a fuck about these people, so.
So how far into the dam do you go? It's really difficult to see with all the
Well,
smoke.
as far as I can go, as the flames allow, really, because there's a lot of chaos and panic now. I don't think they're going to pay much attention to me, seeing as I'm pretty much invisible
Yeah,
to the naked eye. So
half the height of them.
yeah. So like, as far as the flames will allow me to get, I suppose, and I will be as meticulous as I can in searching for things without dilly dallying.
Dilly dally shilly shally.
Oh yes, you definitely have haste.
Alright, so essentially you have you two helping out the people that are there.
Yes.
You now that you've gotten closer, you actually see the situation firsthand. They have look like farmers from the local villages that they've dragged along with them, chained with spikes into the concrete. These spikes look like they've been hammered down with great force, and these farmers have been underfed and beaten. So they're looking around rather confused right now, and as you guys approach, they seem a bit awfully uncertain about what's going on. There's about at least 6 or 7 of them in one group that's trying to knock a hole through, and judging from the moisture that's slowly seeping through, they were making some good headway.
Yes. Okay. People, please stop what you're doing.
They look a bit they all look to one guy who's the biggest of the lot with very little hair on his head. He looked like someone had forcibly shaved the hair off for some reason. What's up?
I probably have like a Trevelyan crest or something that they might recognize. Yeah. Just remind the baddies that.
Oh, so you just walk up and say, hey, look, Crest. See.
No, but if Gaffy does that, I'm gonna assist him in like.
Roll persuasion, but you get +2 because of the assist there.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
You can always kind of do the whole thing with what is it in Dragon Age 2 where there's like he passes it to another person. Barrick, would you explain to this man who I am?
Well, persuasion, you said?
Yes.
Gaffy
That
also
would be
has
communication.
+10 to speed.
Yeah, I know. It's like 9.
Yeah, so that's +10 to speed is affecting
9
the way he
plus 2.
speaks.
I mean, 11.
You know how
Plus,
fast he gets.
yeah, that was
that's
with her.
el-
Okay,
11.
yeah.
11.
If they don't look affected by it, I'm gonna try to intimidate them instead and be like, "Stop whatever you're doing."
It does
We
occur
are
to
here
you
to save you.
that you could possibly just rip the spike out of the concrete.
And let them drop.
And let them
No,
fall into
they
the
are
depths.
on top of the.
These are the ones that are not dangling. These are
Oh.
to the left. They're digging downwards, basically.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if he spots that they are chained, he will free them and like just stop what you're doing, and you're free. You're
Well-
free to go to safety or help us defeating this threat?
Why don't you do an attack against the chain? Both of you. If you want.
Attack.
Like
Why
just
not
straight up.
strength?
Go straight to strength then. It's not like the chain is like dodging you. Although it would be amusing if it did. Nope.
I
Nope,
am
I want to
using
live.
my magic, so because I have magic, combat magic.
How do you expect to do all of that?
What's up?
Magic, motherfucker.
Those
Fate points are usable for him.
I have
Can I
like,
use strength might?
Yes.
I have like triple 2. So 6 plus 7. Can I add might?
13. Yeah.
6 plus 7 plus 2.
15.
15.
not bad.
17.
17? Between the two of you, you actually start working like you're on the railroad or something and hammer one of the links so that it shatters. The chain suddenly goes limp and the crowd realise that they're now free to run. They might have to sort out the fineries in a second, but they don't have to hang around. And they bolt. They're gone. None of them are hanging around.
Yeah.
You suspect one or two of them could have, but your speech wasn't very stirring. So instead of hanging around trying to fight for and possibly die for a cause, they were stirred into believing they're gonna go home and check to make sure no one's stolen their chicken. So they're gone into the fog.
I mean, Gakfard still hasn't, worked out the whole communication thing, so.
No.
If they run, can I try to make them come back?
You can try one last time doing a bit of a rally. Go for it.
I wanna just shout like, stay and help your brethren. Stay and help us free the others. Don't be pussies. Sorry, it's just that I
You're,
have really bad language.
Your feral showing.
Don't be cowards.
I'm not good with words.
No,
Yeah,
but
don't be cowards.
No, you're really good with words. It's just that's what feral would say.
No, it's my natural vocabulary. I'm sorry.
She learned English on the streets.
Also, Northern Norwegian,
Translated into
ikke
English.
vær sånn jeg fitte da.
Yeah, don't translate that. Especially in front of your parents or in front of anyone. Wow, good God, you think Glaswegian's bad. So,
Future Jim says the only family-friendly part of this show is that all the friends of the show are family.
oh,
Yes, that's true. You're all fam.
So, intimidation? Yeah?
Yada.
Cool. 10, 13, 19.
She's doing the drill sergeant thing here, I think. Get your ugly asses back here, you bunch of whelps.
With the +1, it's 22.
22. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
Congratulations, you just mobilized the first village.
Sir, yes, sir!
Yeah, pretty much. You see the most amazing thing you've seen all day, and you've seen dragons, which is the rather dour woman from from Ostwick just starts barking in this very militaristic voice at these like the kind of like the local dialect or something, but whatever she said, all of these villagers stop in their tracks and turn around, look at each other, and then start coming back slowly, trying to untangle the chain. One of them looks like a blacksmith or something. He's wrapping the chain around his fist.
I like your spirit.
Yeah. All right. We'll help you get the others.
Good.
But then we're gone, because...
Yeah,
Of course.
free yourself.
yeah.
Go to freedom. We don't want you to die here. You're not supposed to die here.
Well, that's good to know.
You will not die today.
For valor!
Glory! I'm going to get back to you guys.
Glory. Oh, no.
What were you doing, Lazarus?
I'm on standby.
You're on standby?
basically.
They're going to need you in a second.
Basically.
I'm going to move to you.
Yes.
As you're moving forward, you get to the second tower. Actually, in the first tower, you open the chest and you find 2d6 worth of gold.
She just quickly stuffs it in her pouch.
Yeah, there's also a doll for some strange reason because they're creepy. That's it. Moving forward,
I just quickly check what's in the second floor, just to see if there's anything there.
there's just the crenellation
Alright,
open bit.
okay,
There's
then she
nothing
just-
up there.
She just does the whole shoot and ladder thing, and like they do in Inquisition, like
Yep.
whoom, and out.
Yeah, they really should wear gloves. What?
What I do is try to stay at least within a 30-yard radius of the others.
Well, that's gonna work with them, not me.
Yeah,
'cause-
not you,
yeah.
but
No,
Yeah.
I was going to say. You
Them.
wanted to.
Okay, so I keep moving.
Yep. You're wandering along the dam.
Mhm.
It's really unnerving to see this gigantic statue of a humanoid's head just glaring at you from your right hand side as you're running along. Then you get to the second tower, and you stop and you hug the terrain as you hear voices calmly talking.
Yeah. I listen.
I'm just gonna
Mhm.
pop very quickly.
Do you want me to wait for you to come back, or
Once that's done, that would be
sure?
Yeah.
What's done?
Whatever I'm doing,
Job,
I guess.
Sorry.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Cool. When you get to the corner, where the steps go up to the next tower section, you actually wait a second because you hear calm voices talking.
Yeah.
One of them sounds very disjointed.
I will cast a perception hearing.
Cast
Yeah, roll them.
Yeah.
cast the tiny.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. 14.
That's all?
Yeah.
Even with a focus?
I don't have a focus in hearing.
Okay. Well, you
I have
only...
a focus in seeing, though.
No,
So-
you
but
wouldn't
that
want to do
doesn't
that.
help.
You don't hear all of it. What you
No.
do hear is continue with your work. Focus on it. No more indulgences. You hear this. It sounds like he's gnashing his teeth together, as if having trouble to operate a mouth. There's a pause. Do you take a look?
Yeah.
As you look up, you see the dark armored figure standing with this resplendent, rather intimidating looking red spear made of red crystal. And in front of him there is a cowled, naked underneath, obviously it's like right up to the, he just seems to be wearing just a cowl, with a simple rope around. And there are tattoo markings over every part of his skin.
Okay.
He turns to face you, and you see a face where the eyes are hollowed out and look terrified. There's missing teeth. There's blood drips coming down the front. The hair is all partly unshaven. You've heard stories of blood mages doing possessions and such. That's the closest fit you could probably fit to this, but this person looks possessed. Or possibly they tried like Reaper 36 2 nights in a row in a drinking binge, because you've heard that does the same effect. Probably possession. You have intruders. Destroy them. Finish your mission. The puppet thing turns to look back at the dark armored creature, and then runs off the edge of the tower.
Okay.
You hear, for a few seconds, you hear a very normal, very terrified human scream before a sickening snap that sounds like someone crushing ice underwater. You get this distinct feeling that the person's dead.
Yeah, they're not possessed anymore, at
No,
least.
they're free!
They did
Yay!
not want to do that.
The dark armored figure, however, which was on its knees, situated in a crater it seems to have made from falling from that dragon before, rears itself up. It is around 8 or 9 feet tall. The armor seems like a twisted version of Templar armor, judging by the iconography. Again, a black sword over a brown robe, and it holds this giant red lyrium spear. Looks down at you. Sniffs the air. It doesn't seem to see you, but it seems to
He
smell that
senses
you're
me.
in the area, and then starts walking forwards towards you.
Oh, shoot. She starts backtracking as quickly as she can.
Roll stealth.
You should fart and walk away.
You do that. Behind you hear, ooh! I like!
5, 7, 8, 9.
Way to ruin the tone.
Aren't you used to that by now?
We all react to scary scenes by being funny. It's horrible and amusing at the same time.
19.
19, huh?
Yeah.
That's the lowest you rolled.
Yes, today.
No,
Still
no,
got a
not
double.
Today. It's still good enough.
Yeah, I got
Although
2 2s. So.
Now, this is actually far enough in. We're going to come back to you guys.
Yeah.
You guys, meanwhile, are trying to rescue the people from the sides on the ropes. There are several, although you have aides now. People to help you.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Not the disease.
So, my god, that'd be terrible. But how, though? If you guys want, you can start doing some strength might checks to pull them up.
Yep. How many? Is it some?
Just one each.
Okay. That's pathetic.
You just happen to get the heaviest person on the rope.
All of us, was that? Or just the people there?
Are you helping them? Do you choose to help them?
Yeah.
Go for it then.
Try.
Alright.
23.
23. Awesome.
What was it we rolled for?
Strength might. This is why I asked you whether you are sure you wanted to help.
You can help me, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably helped her. But I rolled insane though. So, because I rolled 16.
That's bad. That's pretty bad for you.
Yeah, I have 0 in strength.
Terrible. Lazarus Mara is well known for being a beefcake.
And I has 6 in strength and
Okay,
might
okay.
as a focus roll.
And you got
17
less.
if I get the +1 that I had from the spell.
God, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Fairly.
I rolled
Shame.
shitty though. But it's a double.
Shame. Shame.
So
Although what's important is between you three and the rest of the guys there, you start dragging up the peasants that have been thrown over the edge on a rope and a pick and have been told to crack open the dam.
that's awesome.
They are utterly terrified, and the second you bring them over, one of them actually throws himself on you and gives you a really intense hug of a desperate man. He starts babbling insanely. There. Help.
Something like that.
It's a very Sheldon moment, wasn't it? Yeah, from Big Bang Theory. Hey.
If we get up like all of them, I will go up to the guy with the chain, and I will say like, "You look like the most fit of them all. You should lead them home. Make sure everyone gets home safely."
Safely. Do you end?
Like a Sean Connery.
I have a blueberry underneath my tongue. Okay.
That's how you speak like Sean Connery. Put a blueberry under your tongue.
You have to lead them home safely, Money Penny. That's his name now. His name is going to be Money Penny. So yeah, he follows your speech intently, except for the last bit, which makes him kind of go, "Oh." I'll get them home safely. You just finish the job.
Don't leave anyone behind.
Don't intend to. No one living, at least.
Good. I just put my hand on his shoulder and I like, "You're a good man. I can see it in you," and I inspire him.
His eyes go gleaming wet with emotion.
Good. Yeah.
He still smells like the ass end of a goat, but
It's fine.
it's right. Yeah, it's good. Sometimes you can't help but roll the smell check.
Well, we haven't showered in a while either, so, as you pointed out earlier.
I did. I love pointing it out to you guys. You guys have not had a shower in weeks. You're like, when did we have a shower?
Also, when Jarvia has enough distance between her and the black-robed guy, she's just gonna, just call out to the others and forsake her shadow just to let them know what's up.
What do you say exactly?
It's like, "Hey guys! A big black roby dude incoming! I get ready!"
A big black what now?
What's your defense?
My defense?
Yeah.
My defense is 16.
Actually, are we on initiative yet?
No.
Because heroic defense, yo.
Yeah, it's mattering. Doesn't happen. Sorry.
No, you don't.
Oh,
no,
no, I'm not
You
there.
can't. No, you're not close enough.
It was
Never
good,
mind.
It was a good call if we were playing Magic the Gathering, but we're not, unfortunately. Oh wow!
You're just bitter that I totally kicked your ass last time.
You cheated! What? You told everyone. Sorry. Jeez, I hate it when you guys do that. All three of you. Cool. Oh yeah, baby. Oh what? Skip it up. 6 and they carry the 2. What's your armor, by the way?
My armor is armor rating is 4.
Right. 6 and let's carry the 5. No, not today. Yeah, taking your armor into consideration, you take 26 points of damage.
Oh shit!
The as you guys hear the dwarf call out. You actually see the dwarf. She's forsaken her stealth abilities just to give you this warning. And she's running over to you as quickly as possible. A red flash cuts through the fog, or the smoke, and the spear that comes out of nowhere strikes you midsection in the back. You feel immediately the corruptive cold that penetrates your body unbidden. And then you feel a foot on your back. Everyone else sees it, but you don't because your back's turned. Everyone else, they see the spear hit you in the back, stay affixed, and then suddenly the black armored figure materializes right into its
Like
around
holding it.
holding it immediately in this behind this gaseous vapor of red, just materializes out of thin air. At which point, kicks you for a further 12 damage. But that's, you can take your armor off that one.
Okay.
Kicking you forward 4 yards and onto your face. The figure, looking very, it's very hard to tell with the war mask that it's got on, which is just a black closed helm with a
the horn thing.
horn at the front.
Yeah.
Looks around the group of you. Killed the demon bitch, I have. Killed brother, so I did. All I have left is... Look straight at Gaffy. You.
I mean, Gaffy's not waiting for his speech to be done, okay?
That is cool. That's very Whedon. I like that. Go for it.
So he's just, as soon as he sees Jarvia getting hit by the spear and he materializes on her, he's going to, like, just violently roar and then take out his silverite sword.
Yep.
And while charging, he will use an activate action because I can draw my sword for as free action.
Yep.
So I will draw my silverite sword and cast Fade Shroud.
Cinematic, fun and interactive. I like it.
So like, and I have haste.
What does the shroud look like?
Sorry, can we might as well go into order of initiative since we have hands in the air.
No, it's just in the chat.
Have we lost signal?
No, Lutragen said someone is making the table shift. I can hear a lot of distortion.
Can you hear it now?
It'll take a few minutes.
Alright,
Well, we'll
everyone
just
stops what they're doing.
I'll just go to the bathroom in the meantime, but yeah, whenever someone leans on the table or shuffles papers around or anything, distortion happens in the recording. So.
We shouldn't have it on the table, I think.
Yeah, well.
Well, no, it should be on a separate table. That's where we used to have it on the counter when we played at Sunniva's. So the mic should not be on the table, really.
Maybe we should have one of those like cameras that we put here, and then we can just see each other.
I can try to explain how Fade Shroud looks like.
The table is being better now.
Good.
Thanks.
Okay, because I can spend 5 mana points to shift myself so I exist partly in the real world and partly in the Fade. This is called a Fade Shroud, and it gives you a ghostly countenance that is obvious and unsettling to many. The Fade Shroud increases your defense by 3, but you must pay 3 mana points per round at the start of your turn to maintain it. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. Yes, and yeah, that's what I do, basically, at first. And charge.
Cool. Noted. Sonova.
Yeah, no, I want to basically react at the same time as Gaffy, only using my champion move, the Battle Roar, that intimidates your opponents when you take charged action. So I'm charging, basically. So it's like helping them, holding the guy, be like, ah, something happens over there, turning around, seeing Jarvia getting hit, seeing this motherfucker, I don't know, and charge.
So this
shouting.
epic villain that I've crafted tries to have this whole speech, and you guys are like, nope.
Roar! Yep.
Yeah, and we have haste, so we have 10.
You have
plus-
haste.
You have
Okay, I
haste.
have haste. I have plus
I've
10
just-
on my speed, so I have 22 speed.
But it will give all enemies within 8 yards -1 on attack rolls on their next turn.
That's not going to really make a difference.
So
Alright, Can we roll initiative then, people?
Yes.
Fight for your life. You better fight for your life.
Now my roll sucks.
Same. That's a good
Yeah.
roll.
Well, at least you didn't waste a good roll on initiative.
13.
Let's see. So, Javia, 13. Gaffy?
22.
Gaffy, 20 billion. Okay.
Oh, 12?
12. I couldn't remember your character's name.
No, that's fine.
Can I call her, like, something else?
No.
Can I call her,
Call her Adeline.
do you remember her name?
Adelina. Her name is Adelina.
Oh my god. It always feels like my RAM is, like, at its, wait, it was Adelina, right? Okay, yeah. It's like I can only accept so many names, and then there's, like, this, sorry, you're gonna have to wait for the next one to fall out. Right, and that was, Laz.
Cyrus.
I've got 11.
Lazy. Should we see what my boy got? My boy.
Your boy.
My boy. I call him my boy, 'cause I gave birth to him. Cool. Oh no. Sweet. So, first off the bat, Gaffy.
Okay.
You do cheers.
As I prepare to swing at him, I will also activate Spirit Warrior. That gives me even further bonus to defense. So now I have 18 defense.
She can roleplay, she can munchkin. She can a lot of things. This is the effect of Best Boy.
And I will. Now I actually I have just gotten to journeyman in this, so I can channel energy from the fade into my weapon.
Ow.
So my melee and range attacks count as magical, and I can inflict full damage on incorporeal creatures like shades, inflict bonus damage equal to my willpower on demons and other creatures of the fade. Just heads up.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
either a demon?
This is not a demon.
No, nothing of the fade.
No.
Delirium, fade, connection.
I see where you're going with it, but no.
Okay,
I've already looked this up.
alright, that's fine, because that would be awesome.
'Cause
Because I
I
have
was-
5 willpower.
Because the book, the RPG book, doesn't actually include Red Delirium monsters in it. It does include these stuff about the Inquisition, but not that.
But in the what?
But rather,
Alright, so I'll just roll to hit then.
that's all you have left. Go for it.
You will be in the jail soon, but fine.
Dice jail. She
So
means dice jail.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Oh, you get a hit. Nice.
So then I do, and I have no doubles, so I'll just do the regular damage.
Damage.
And
Nice.
I rolled the same on the other die. Okay, so 20.
20. Plus the 2 as well because of the overcome. Because you got 4 over the target number, which means you get plus 2 to the damage.
Okay.
Remember we discussed it
So-
earlier?
So 22.
That's not penetrating.
I don't know, it's a blade. So I guess not. It's a slashing damage.
Cool.
But it's magical, I don't know. It counts as magical. I don't know if it's
I thought it's magical. It does magical
penetrating or
things.
not.
You've never seen Gaffy like this. Actually, you haven't seen Gaffy much, but he races forward and becomes nothing more than a semi-transparent version of himself, almost like a wraith, if you didn't know any better. With haste, he's bounding across the distance in a matter of seconds, outpacing everyone. And with a sword that seems to shriek from the fade, slices down on the black figure and catches it straight in the shoulder plate and despite the resistance, forces its way in with this white hot burning display before he draws the blade back. The Black Knight, for lack of a better term, stumbles backwards from the blow, almost surprised by this new display of power. Do you follow through with anything else? Can you?
I don't know if I can move any more after. I mean, was I able to charge towards him before my initiative?
No.
Okay.
So that was
Then
your
I
move.
guess that was my actions.
That was your action, and you were the only one who actually got there before him. So I got literally written out on the initiative list, my boy.
Does Gaffy's attack knock the spear out of Jarvia, or is it still planted?
It got removed after he kicked you
Yeah,
in the
okay.
face.
So I'm basically probably.
You're prone,
Yeah.
but you're still alive.
Yeah.
You're lucky I didn't get any doubles on that move. Cool, Medules. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I hit. Basically, it was like 23. What's your defense?
18.
18.
It's true.
It's good. Cools. Oh, God. Why? Don't you love me? No one's seen it. You can roll it another well, precious. Yes.
Did you try? Did you roll any doubles, by the way?
No. Sadly.
Okay, you take 9 damage.
So 4.
Sorry, 19 damage. I mean,
You sure?
yes,
Okay, so 14.
14.
14.
And then he's going to follow through with a minor attack because he's a warrior and he can do that at later levels because their warriors are the best. Bing, bing. That's better. There's no overcome with this one, so that's 10 plus the 6 plus the 8. Yeah, 26 before armor loss.
Okay, 21.
The Black Knight recovers instantly, and swinging the spear around like a halberd makes a figure 8 in the air. The actual weapon at this distance makes a resonating growl, as if it's thrumming with energy. Even as it's cutting through the air, it's leaving after images of itself, almost as if it seems to not like existing. It's cutting through the air, making it itself. If this thing touches you, you get the feeling that it's not going to be nice. And it did. And it did touch.
Twice.
Yeah. Now, would you mind rolling Constitution?
Fine. What? I don't know.
Should I roll a Constitution?
No, you were okay. You were
Okay.
lucky.
15.
15? Cool. What's this now?
Rick,
Yeah.
when you tap the table to count, it's really loud.
Really?
Yeah, it
I-
really
I-
does because you're so close to the mic and it's sensitive on all kind of like those
Yeah.
kinds of sounds. So
No touching things.
No touchy things. Okay, gotcha. Alright, cool. You lose a further 7 plus the 7. Further 14. That's penetrating. And that's it. The weapon, as it sinks its way into you, you feel it corrupting and basically rendering your very flesh poisoned. You can feel all of those tiny shards of crystal just embedding itself into your flesh. It doesn't feel like it's going to cause issues because you feel like your elvish core, this spirit that you have, seems to be fighting back on a level you're not familiar with yet. But this could have really gone bad. You have to rethink your strategies with this thing. And that's that turn. Who's up next? Too much? Yavya!
yes,
Wait, hold on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled an
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, you did.
No, didn't you get a 13?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah, I got a
I rolled
13. Yeah,
11.
you rolled 11. Yeah, okay. So I'm prone, so I'm probably going to have to spend a minor action getting up.
Unless you have quick reflexes, yes.
is that a talent or a power or something?
It's a talent.
Well, I have slippery. I don't know if that helps.
No.
Bluff, stunt, rogue's armor, backstab, scouting.
There's a talent
No.
called quick reflexes. Its first novice is to allow you to have a free move.
No, I
to
don't
get up.
have that, so I'm going to have to use. Is that a major or minor then to get up?
Minor.
Minor. Okay. So I suspect that my crossbow isn't going to do a whole lot of damage here. That's my suspicion. So what I'm going to do is I want to try to be a bit creative in what I do now. So if there is somewhere around here that I've spotted earlier that I could tie a rope to and try to trip up this motherfucker when he's not seeing me with it, so he gets knocked prone at some point in time during this fight, that's what I'm going to do. So that's my plan for a few rounds ahead now.
Rule of cool. Go for it. You find it somewhere.
Yeah. So I probably need to use like a minor action to get a rope out of my belt or my backpack or somewhere because I know
prepare.
I have a rope.
Yeah, you just use 2 minor actions. What's
Yeah.
up?
Would I notice this? Since
Yes.
I'm not engaged.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So basically, I'll go into shadow. I'll use 2 minor actions to get the rope out and then go into shadow mode and then I'll tie it off somewhere. And then next round I'm going to try to trip this motherfucker off.
That would be fucking hilarious. I like it.
Yep.
Lazarus has got an idea.
So I should probably roll for stealth, I guess.
This is going pretty well actually because you got the tank taking the damage. You got the sneaky one doing the sneaky, and the mage looks really impressed, and the DPS is about to step in.
13, 19, 21, 22, 23 on stealth.
Excellent. Yeah, even this creature is going to have trouble finding you now. I do believe next up is Adelina. You're up, honey.
I'm gonna do the battle roar thing, and I'm gonna charge. I can also, with an active action, enter rally mode. Can I do that as well?
Yes, you can. It's an active action, is it? Or activate. That you do as a minor.
Active action.
You sure it's an
Active
active action?
Yes.
I think it's a spelling mistake because there's a minor action called activate, which is usually used to activate modes. Spelling mistake.
Okay.
But that's fine because your charge is your major action. That allows you to get into combat and do an attack.
Yeah. So I roar
Yep.
and I run in, giving him a -1 on his next
Noted.
attack. But since I enter rally mode, all my allies within 12 yards gains +1 to will morale, +1 on defense,
You hear that?
+1 on will courage,
Yep.
and another damage, so 2 +2 damage.
Jeez, that's a good move, that though. Gosh.
It's a master, so
That one's best employed with lots of NPCs. Come, my brethren!
doesn't help me though, but help my allies. At
No,
least.
but if you had an army of badgers, for example, that would be amazing. Come to me, my beauties.
Yes. So I charge. Can I roll an attack? Is
Yes,
it
you can.
+2 when you charge?
Yes, it is.
Cool. So yeah, I do that.
Also,
then.
you get, remember the sheets I gave you, the roll to attack? You're now 2 against 1, which gives you a +1.
Okay, cool. So that's a double, that's good. So
Yep.
I have 6 points to use. Oh shit. Okay, cool.
But what was your attack roll?
12, 13.
Please tell me it was
14,
more than that.
15, Yeah. 15, 21, 22, 23.
23, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. That's an extra +3 of damage.
Oh, cool. But I also have stun points to use.
Yeah, go shopping.
Okay, so I can use.
You're a warrior, aren't you? So
I
lethal
can
blow is going to
use,
cost what?
Lethal blow.
Yeah, you get all these like
Yeah, I know.
reductions. Like for example, I think mighty blow is 1 point.
Yeah, I have it somewhere, but where did I write that down?
Dual strike is
there
1
we go.
point.
What mighty blow is 1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dual strike.
Is 1.
Okay.
And I do believe you're also allowed to hit with your minor action if you had one left, but you don't.
1, 2, 3, D6.
Warriors are the best. I know people like going whacking crazy with the mages, but warriors are amazing fun.
So I have used 1 point.
Yes.
Can I do?
No. Maybe.
Pierce armor then.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
And I have 3 points left. Lightning attack, dual strike. I don't know.
Dual strike only costs 1 for you.
No, it does not. 3. So yeah, I can do dual strike.
You
I'll do
remember
that.
to add 1 to your die.
Oh yeah, of course.
My cat loves
Cinderella, someone is looking
Yeah.
for you.
Oh yeah, hey guy.
Cat snuggles.
Oh,
Oh, my lord.
he really likes you.
All right, dual strike. What does that do?
Yes, you attack twice.
I can really.
Mm.
Okay, so I'll roll all these then. Oh shit. 6, 7, 8 plus my strength. So that is 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 14 to damage. Yeah, 14 damage plus 3. So 17.
17, yeah.
Yeah, and then another attack.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 19, 20. Yeah, 19.
19 as well? Wow, okay. That's pretty good considering.
Mm-hmm. Do I add my focus to the damage or the attack roll, by the way?
You're a warrior,
I
so
think
you
it's
have
the attack
veterans, so
roll.
you can actually add it to both.
Oh yeah, okay, then it was plus 2 damage to the other one.
Oh, good. Both of them, in fact.
8, 9.
Oh, wait, no, your second attack can't use expert strike.
No, 9.
So that's 11.
15 damage on the second one.
Sheesh.
I don't know, do I get a plus 3 to that as well? Or.
Yes.
Okay, then it's more.
So 18.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
I think.
No, that's fine. That's correct. Okay, so as Gaffy stands alone against this creature who is almost twice his size, suddenly Adeline is right there by your side. What weapon do you wield again? It's just a broadsword, isn't it?
Oh, it's a 2-handed sword.
Yeah. Something would make Isil proud. This gigantic 2-handed blade, kind of reminiscent of your father actually, comes crashing down and smashing into the helmet of the creature in front of you. It connects pretty savagely, and you can see this strange mix of red and black ichor coming out of the eye socket. You made it mad.
That's fine.
Thirst to be mad. Guess what? It is Lazzie's turn.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Go Do the munchkin.
First and foremost, I'm going to use a minor action to cast a. Where did it go?
Oh, R2. Where can he be? Have you lost it?
No, there it is. A glyph of warding.
Mm-hmm.
And that spear.
Yes.
Is that counted as a ranged attack?
Can be.
If it's thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because then I'm gonna cast a. Is Gaffy and Adelina within 3 yards of me?
You said you were going to stay close to them.
Yeah, you already kind of presumably said it.
Yeah. Cool. That means that. Yeah, I'm going to cast it first and foremost on Gaffy.
Cast what?
Glyph of warding. That means that you get a +2. Oh no, allies within 3 yards of the glyph. Haha. So both of you gain +2 bonus to willpower tests and the defense against ranged attacks, so long as they remain within the glyph's area.
So that's +3 to will now with that. I assume they stack with Adelina's morale boost thingy.
I do. Stacks.
And
That was your mana move.
it lasts until the end of the current encounter.
That's correct.
And then I'm going to hold my major action.
What are you up to, Ingrid? What is your major action that you're holding? Just you just have to describe it in terms of you're going to cast a spell.
Yes.
Right. Oh dear. Okay. So next up is straight back up to the top with Gaster.
And for the record, yes, that's my specialization is Glyphmancer, which is a homebrew, and it allows me to reduce the casting time of glyphs. Just so that people don't know.
She's basically a graffiti artist in Therdis. Yep.
I'm not sure if this is meta or not because I want to ask if there are things like attack of opportunity in Dragon Age.
No.
No.
Technically, no. I tend to like that kind of thing, though, but it's not in the rules. Besides, you're in combat with someone who's in combat with someone else, so technically it'd be easier for you to disengage.
Yeah, because I think he will actually try to disengage to cast a healing on himself. Because that one attack took almost half his hit points.
Sounds about right. Do the heal.
Yep.
So, disengage is basically just a move.
Mm-hmm. I do that. Shit is...
Can't you heal in combat, though?
Shouldn't I be able to?
Yeah. Warriors
The only
can.
thing-
It's a spell.
It's a spell. I'm not mage. It's only
I've
that
cast
it
heal in
costs
combat.
more because of my combat mode. It just
Ah.
costs more mana.
Right, I was just thinking, is it a minor action to cast a spell? Like heal?
No.
That I'm not sure.
No, casting a spell is a major action unless otherwise stated.
Well, I hit the target number easily, so I will spend the 3 MPs to cast it. I had no doubles, so I can't do any
Did you
fancy shit.
did you choose? What did you choose when you leveled up for your talents?
What
You know, when you leveled up, what did you choose for your talents?
it wasn't a talent. I just got journeyman in the specialization.
Which was that?
Spirit warrior.
You went for Spirit Warrior, didn't you? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, awesome.
You said I could.
I did, and I meant it.
Yes. So that's 8.
Well, 8 is better than nothing.
You still have haste, for the record.
Yes, I do have haste.
Which means
So
he gets an
the-
extra action, or
No, haste means
If I
he gets a +10 bonus to speed, and you can treat the lightning attack stunt as having a cost of 2 SP, and may buy the stunt multiple times.
okay.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if you got a bow and arrow, that's like...
yeah.
None of them generate
but
stunt points.
Do I get more movement as with the haste? Like I don't know.
you
Yeah, +10 bonus
plus
to
10
speed.
to your
Yeah, I know.
speed, so yeah.
But I'm just if it affects me in my round or something. If I could like step back, heal, go around him.
Technically speaking, you can actually use your move, then do an action, then complete your move. Nothing's stopping you doing that, because essentially you're doing it on the run.
Because what I want to do is that I take a step back out of his reach, heal myself, and then I'm going to like shift quickly around him so I'm in his back.
You're maneuvering?
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. Yeah, do that.
I guess that's my turn.
In that case, it's my
Your
boy's
boy.
turn.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem that smart, this creature. So, it's no surprise then when it just goes for you instead.
It's fine.
Probably kind of primal in its instincts. Right about now.
Killy. It's very killy in its instincts.
Don't bring my dwarf boy into this.
I don't know what you're talking about. But okay. So yeah, that was a lot. What's your defense?
14.
Okay, cool. Oh, come on. What is with the dice rolls with this today? No, that was 6 plus the 8. That's 14. I'm not touching the table. Not touching the table. Can't touch this. The first one is going to be an 18.
Okay, so piercing or no?
No piercing.
So it's 8.
Would you mind rolling a constitution?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm just gonna check something. Okay, Constitution.
Constitution
Coming right up.
stamina? Yes, please.
Oh, whoever's phone vibrated.
I don't have
That came
anything
through really tough as well.
13.
Podcast problems.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not good.
No, I rolled a 5 and 2 1s. So
You take a further 16 points of damage. This is penetrating. And you cannot
Oh,
be...
Is this
hey.
considered ranged?
no, if it's penetrating, it gets halved and rounded down because I'm an expert armor trainer person.
Fair point. I'll allow that. Don't know how that works, but that's the rules.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, though, you cannot be healed until a certain factor has happened. The weapon, as it bites deep into you, you feel it leaves a stain that seems to further hurt as it goes along. The wound itself isn't just bloody, it's bloody and crystallized. So that's further causing damage. Yes.
Was that a ranged attack?
No, it was not a ranged attack. A ranged attack is when something is loosed from someone's form. Oh my god, the third one missed. Dear god.
She'll just stand through it, power through it, as
Mhm.
they say.
Cool. Remind me before it's your next turn. After that, we're going to go to Yavia.
Yes.
It's time to be the Toss the Dwarf.
Yes, it's time to be the Toss the Dwarf. Now, so basically, what I have time to do this round is to tie off the rope.
Yeah.
And then, since I am basically invisible, I'm just gonna stretch it out behind this thing and just use my entire major action to just yank it as hard as I can, you know, in
Under his
the
knees,
back of his
yeah.
knees, and just try to topple him over, which should be possible because I have a really low center of gravity compared to this thing.
What's your strength?
My strength is 1. So I might need help, but I might also just be able to do it if I run. Because, you know.
But I'm in that line. I'm behind him.
Yeah, but I can go between you and him. I mean, it's
Okay.
not like you're invisible, too.
No,
I can
no.
see where you both are.
Yes, but I'm just
Can we
wondering.
see the rope?
Yes, you
Yes.
can probably see the rope move.
But I guess
Good.
he's.
Okay, I'm just
emerged in
following.
combat.
No,
Uh,
so it's fine.
Can I roll an intelligence or something to see if I can put 2 and 2 together?
You can
here?
roll perception.
Oh,
know
You've
that.
already
perception.
seen what I'm up to. You already asked about that. So.
Yeah, so I figure out what she's up to.
Let's say yes. I want to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Because then I will use my action.
Which is?
I'm going to cast a glyph of paralysis on the area where that monster is.
Apparently going to fall.
Yes.
I can see how this works. Okay.
Do I notice her?
Let's say everyone notices it.
I mean, you
So
see the
step-
rope.
I mean, so I step out of the way,
Yeah, it's not like
so it doesn't fall on me.
people aren't that dumb
Mm.
that this is going to engineer some sort of accident.
No, it's
So-
not like It's just like if I notice it because I'm in combat.
No, it's fine. You, everyone notices this awkward rope going on its own.
Except for the thing, because he's
No,
standing with his
he's
back against
far
me.
too busy. He didn't get nothing.
Also, Lutra Gem, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
It's better that we know, so we
Yes.
can fix it.
Also, he deserves it.
All right. No, she's just apologizing. She feels like she's spoiling everything by taking away all of the things that you can do. Making noises, tapping, concentrating.
Vibrators.
Yeah.
How did you know? Alright. So, the dwarf, who recognizes her inability to fight this thing head on, has a cunning plan involving rope. Raising. So, you have the rope behind the creature.
Yes.
The Glyph of Paralysis, you have to roll to cast it, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And,
Hang on.
you
Thank you.
you actually find that you can wrap the rope around another piece of broken masonry
Mm.
that's there to make the line taut,
Mm.
or you can run around and using your body weight try and yank it down. If you're going to do that, that's going to take some muscle.
Yeah. The thing is, like, if I stretch the rope taut on a piece of, like, other thing that's there, that means that he's going to have to actually take a step back, and that might not happen. So I'm going to try to use, like, speed and force to just run
There
and
is a
drag.
other thing that occurs to you because of the angle of the fight.
Yeah.
if you were to jump off the edge of the dam,
Yeah.
holding onto the rope, the directionality of this whole thing, you know,
Yes.
moving back towards the wall, would have you using your entire body weight to yank the rope forward.
We'll do that then.
All right.
I'll just wrap the rope around my fist so it doesn't, so I don't lose grip when I go off the edge.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to run while I scream, basically like ah! And then you see the dwarf just jump off the edge with rope in hand.
Yep. Cool.
You know what? Except for the scream, that is epic.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. Gonna make this epic. Lost it. I need you to roll first of all. Let's do bravery, because this is really dumb.
Well, good thing I have like +3 to courage.
It is true. You do.
Whoops, you need it.
Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 14. Yes, 14.
You just have enough to do what this essentially almost suicidal. You all right. We'll get to the fun bit in a second. There is this brief mad moment in the combat where everyone stops because Javia is doing this battle cry with a line of rope and seems to commit suicide by jumping over the edge of the dam. It's a very popular thing today. But then again, what?
Lazarus just watches this and is like, this pleases me immensely. That's all.
What you do in your own time is great. Anyway, as I was trying to say, once the dwarf disappears, there is this sudden interest in this line, this noise of as the rope suddenly kind of goes taut. You see it coil, like straightening up as the snake goes completely erect, and the rope comes right because of the little lip just before the dam. The rope goes thunk straight up, goes straight along. Everyone's following it. And then it hits the creature. You now get to use your entire freaking body weight doing this.
Yes.
So, how are we going to relate that? Dear God in heaven. I'm just going to try it and do something here.
If a dwarf travels at X miles per hour,
How big of momentum?
at a distance of how much momentum does it gain?
I'm gonna
Anyone good at physics?
Let's not do this in the post check. This is just him trying to fight
Yes.
against this. He's
Where's
pretty
Barbara
strong.
when you need her?
Oh dear God. Okay.
You wanna call a friend?
50-50.
I don't know.
I didn't give this guy a focus.
Audience?
I did not give this guy a focus in might. I regret this now.
Yes.
Because I'm one under. I went for like one of the highest basic test difficulties for him because he could just manage anything, and this is far too cool to be let down. With imposing, and I got 18, and the test is 19. So this rope literally makes him go, fuck. There's a distinct moment where the rope hits the inside of his the back of his knee, and hit the leg, and it goes, and it just flops back over. Now, unfortunately, the rope continues. You got to roll to dodge it.
Also, let's hope it holds.
Dodge.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
What's that? Is it dexterity?
That's going to be
acrobatics?
acrobatics.
Yes! I just gave myself today. I put
No, not today.
focus in that.
Yeah.
So I have it. Ooh. 10, 16.
16.
Yes.
You just managed to hop over it. It's more like for everyone else who's watching, it's more like a casual just step, because it's like at knee height and you're pretty tall.
Poor Rick. Who do you realize this?
These idiots just make my day every time. It's just okay. So you just step over casually, whereas the big boss that I've spent a good 2 hours creating gets pwned by it. Also falling into the paralysis glyph that you placed behind it.
You want to know what it does?
I have a memory of what it does. What do I need to roll to try and resist it?
Let's see. First enemy that moves within 2 yards of the glyph triggers it.
Mm-hmm.
The target must make a successful Constitution stamina test versus spell power, or become paralyzed for 1d3 rounds.
Okay, what's your spell power?
My spell power is Oh shit.
You don't know what it is, do you?
Is that just
It's
basically my
10
magic?
10 plus magic plus focus.
Oh, okay. That is a 19.
Fuck! Fuck! Can you guess what I got?
18.
Yes! He's got. I rolled a 9. He's got a constitution of 6. Plus the focus. Yeah, no. Here's this 8-foot creature of demonic, hellish visage has just been clotheslined with the knees like something from Dennis the Menace. Falls on his ass with a clang, breaks the concrete, but still falls on his ass. Hits this paralysis glyph like a bitch, and then sets it off.
Yep.
So now he's infected the paralysis glyph.
A paralyzed character can take no actions and has a defense of 7.
You okay?
You can maintain a number of glyphs of paralysis equal to your magic ability at any one time.
Yeah, but how long does it last?
Each glyph is good for 1 use.
How long does it last?
You have to roll your d6s.
Yes. 1d3 rounds.
Oh no, don't get a 5 or a 6. Come on, this is just ridiculous.
Oh no, it's 1.
Good.
But still.
That's 1 round out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Unice's praising
It's my turn. Can I just do one thing?
Mm.
When he goes down, can I help Jarvia up? Or is she dangling like...
You'd have to go over to the edge,
Yeah.
which is a minor move,
Yeah.
and then you can help her up.
Yes.
Real question is, did she manage to hold on when the yank happened? So you're going to have to roll.
Or did I break my wrist?
Yeah, that's true. We might do that as what's the word?
A consequence?
Consequence
Mm.
of you not dying.
Yeah. So what am I rolling?
To hold on, this is probably either going to be...
Well, I
Well,
have...
you've tied your wrist off, so that's going to be Constitution.
Yeah, probably.
Stamina?
Could be.
It's not
Well,
rowing,
Why
so...
not strength? I mean,
Strength is when you're trying to pull yourself up. This is more like her muscles trying to stop injury.
Yeah. No.
yeah, muscle.
Yeah, no, but I mean either
Dexterity.
or stamina or strength. Just choose.
Like more precision. Stamina.
Okay. I have more in stamina anyway, so
Oh, damn it.
That's Constitution, though.
all right, so that's that is a 10, 13, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Holy shit, fuck. Okay, that was a challenging test. You just managed it.
Yes.
As much as I'd love to have you dislocate your shoulder, you're fine.
Ha.
In fact, this is the best thing you've ever done. And now, how the fuck do you get out of here?
Yeah, I have a
Rattling.
nice view.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to do this thing. I'm going to drag you up,
Mm.
and as I get so close, I'm going to take your hand.
Mm.
And before I drag you over the edge, I'm just going to look at you, and I'm going to say, there is no honor in trickery.
I don't fucking care. We're winning.
But holy maker, that was kind of epic, dude. And I just drag you up.
You bring the worst out of her. my.
Jarvia will smile at you and she'll say, "Yeah, it was." Now let's kill this son of a bitch.
Lazarus,
Yes.
you're up.
I'm going to cast another glyph of paralysis. Just beside it. Just kind of like.
Just in case he rolls over that way.
Well, it's within 2 yards.
It's within it.
So I'm going to go over and basically draw it right beside him.
Yeah, this creature's like.
And then I'm going to cast heroic aura. No, heroic defense on Adelina.
And you got the range for that as well?
It's within 30 yards.
Alright, you got that, yeah, fair enough.
So that hits the target number. Yeah, that hits the target number.
What happened to the camera?
Oh, yeah, something happened.
Oh, no, it's just...
Oh, no, it's just the scroll.
Scroll.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's fine. There we go.
It's all good.
I resisted the second paralysis glyph,
Oh,
but the first one still is in effect. So
Yes.
he's still around without doing anything, and he's prone, which means when you're going to attack him, you're going to get lots of pluses, which means a lot more damage. Fuck you all. And guess who's standing right in front of his head?
Kaida.
Nope.
Gaffy.
Yes.
Where's Kaida?
She
went to
basically
get
come in-
reinforcements.
reinforcements.
Oh,
You guys
yeah,
moved
yeah,
in
that's
real
right,
quick.
That's right, yeah.
Of course.
But of course.
Time was of the essence.
So,
Yeah, especially since Gaffy took
Ingrid,
that.
you done?
I believe so.
Gaffy, you're
I
up.
used a major and a minor action, so
These,
I'm
this
gonna
bunch
move
of,
away.
This bunch of idiots have just delivered you the this creature, and you recognize it now that you've been had the chance to have a look at it. This is one of the people that took Valeth and Thurl and everyone away. If you remember correctly, this is the one that attacked Valeth.
Desmond. I don't know his name, but he's a player I know.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
he looks like. Well, maybe you do, because you were there by Valeth's side when you were fighting.
There was
and
a lot
she
of
tried to
dialogue.
talk to Desmond.
Oh, and Gaffy.
Yeah,
I mean,
actually-
it could remember it, or
Yeah.
You
It
probably
doesn't give
do.
flying fuck what his
No.
name
I'm
is.
gonna say, at the very least, let's presume that Kat's talked about it.
But
And I
Gaffy
mean, he
has
did
seen him
put
before,
magical shackles on her wrists, cancelling her magic, and she told you to run, so you know who this is.
He's had an upgrade since then. So what would you like to do?
Well, first I'm going to maintain my fade road.
Feed.
And yeah,
Feed.
I'm not going to take my time doing this, obviously, but
Obviously.
he kind of, what, just explaining, even though Gaffy is much more friendly in nature towards any being than his father was, he's still feeling inside him a great grim pleasure of seeing this creature lying before his feet. And he's just going to let that nature slip a little bit, and with the very nasty facial expression, saying, "I wonder how you like it now," and I will,
Slam it straight down.
yeah.
Roll for it.
So, basically driving the tip of your sword into his skull.
Or wherever I can get it in.
Any goal, any hole is a goal.
Any goal is a waste.
Any
And
hole
I
is
get
goal.
a double.
Any hole is a goal, she says, and he gets a double.
DP! Okay.
Alright, he's prone, so I get a +1. And
Now, just I'll help you out here. Tell me what your roll was
my
in total.
die roll is a double. The dragon die is 6 now, with a +1. And the roll itself is 16 plus 12. So that is 28.
You get +1 as well because he's prone.
Yeah,
Did
so
you get any
29.
Doubles?
Yeah, that's the double.
That comes into it in a second.
Yeah, that's the damage.
Does the glyph actually? It makes a defense 7. Right. So
Yes.
29 minus 7.
29 minus 7, that's 22.
So that divided by 2. That's plus 11 damage. Before even calculating anything else. Roll for your sword. Oh yeah, Silverite sword gives you +2 as well.
It does?
It does. So that's another one. So that's 12 in total. So roll for damage. And go shopping for your you're gonna go for a lethal blow, or are you gonna go for something else?
Remember that lightning attack is a 2.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see
Oh.
whatever.
My god.
Let's see.
Oh my
have to
god,
find
no. Are you gonna one-shot my boss?
Maybe.
This isn't allowed.
Does it surprise you?
No, I thought I'd really got you with this one.
Because I can do the lightning attack for 2 stun points.
Yeah, and you can keep doing it.
Yes, so I can, if I do like 2 lightning attacks and one mighty blow on the first, I guess. Nikki?
It just occurred to me that you can actually make a total of 6 attacks. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attacks. If you want to. If you use your 6 dragon dice, you get lightning attack, lightning attack, lightning attack.
In addition to the normal attack.
Original
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 3
I'll do
more
that
attacks.
then. I'll just do that. 4 vicious attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
So let's do the first one first of all. That was still plus 11 damage. Roll for damage for it.
so he's just going to basically kind of look like his father on a murder spree.
Yeah. Pogo stick with a broadsword.
I love this.
9 plus 12 is
9 plus 12, 21.
21 in the first.
Ryorai says, one got to love those who has buffed their allies. Support for the win! And Lutragem says,
So that's 22.
indeed, I'm not the cause, I'm just the consequence.
Ranirav says.
Alright,
There's a correlation.
I
I
know,
don't
wait
know.
for because of the
the noise, yeah.
podcast.
But that was
Oh,
your
no,
roll
that's it.
plus the 11.
Hmm?
You did the roll plus your strength plus the 11.
Strong. What?
When you rolled to damage, what did you do?
Well, I rolled a die
Yep.
and then I added 10 for the damage
Mhm.
roll because magic and strength.
Yep.
And I mean heavy blades.
Yep.
And then I plus 2 for the whatever buff I had from Adelina, I think. Or
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And then add plus 11. Oh, sorry, plus 12 because of the overcome. Remember we were talking about?
Alright, so plus 12,
And
that's
Brutus rolled
34.
down.
That's 34. Yeah, it is. See, I help.
Yep.
Why do you hate me so much? Right, next attack.
I mean, the first attack is straight in the throat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the first attack did how much damage now?
34.
34. Okay.
Minus its armor of 8. That's 26
Yeah.
damage. That's the most
I'm
so far.
just repeating it because there was a lot of noise going
Yeah,
on with
there's
drop
there
dice
are-
and.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm nervous.
It's okay.
Second attack.
Second attack, roll to hit.
I hit.
Yeah, I know, but what did you get?
15 plus 12. That's 27.
Wow.
Okay, and roll for damage.
How much extra do I get for that?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
This is like. Wow.
This is like watching a spectacular train crash in slow
Yes.
motion.
Yes.
Here's the explosion you wanted, Ranirav.
It's like when you thought you had epic at first, and then this happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Don't fall asleep
34?
over there.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm trying to kill myself with my thoughts. What?
34.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know.
34.
That's the second.
Yeah,
attack.
you include everything there. So that was fun and interactive. Yeah.
Third attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have time to go and get my soda.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be back later.
By the way, this is actually karma because this is what my barbarian in D&D does.
23.
Damage or to hit?
Hit.
To hit. That is going to be 16. Yeah, it's plus 8 damage.
Rick, why are you upset when you were talking about trying to get combat to move faster?
And
Thank
also,
you, Lutragem.
and also, you were saying, I'm just trying to, cause you guys to be more creative with your.
What I'd like to say is, I did what I set out to do, but I regret everything.
Anita, we did good. Thank you, Ryorai.
So it's plus 8, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 14, 24, 26, plus 8.
And the hits keep coming.
34?
Oh, jeez.
24 plus 8.
34, she said.
Yeah,
Oh, 34.
total.
No,
34.
no,
Oh.
not 34. Isn't, wait a minute, that's 14, and that's 26 plus 8.
26 plus 8.
That's 34.
That's 34 as again. That's the same, like you've rolled the same result 3 times consecutively. And
then the
the
last
final
attack.
lightning attack.
Wow.
How do you get 4 lightning attacks? That's what I'm.
Stun
No,
points.
It's 3.
Yeah, but they don't.
3.
No, but because of the haste.
When
Yeah,
you get-
I
three.
get 3 lightning attacks.
Yeah.
So the 3 attacks extra.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's insane. She got haste put on her, which means that her
Ooh,
character
that's
can
a
apply.
double. Does it count?
No,
No,
unfortunately
sadly
not.
But it's
lightning.
a double.
Yeah, well.
It is a double.
Thank
So it
you
can make stun
make it.
points stack, basically.
Yeah.
That's what haste does. Okay, cool.
No, you can buy lightning
you
attacks
get to hit?
specifically for 2 points, and you can buy the stun points multiple times.
Jesus.
Yes.
Thanks, Chris. Go on.
25.
25 to hit, yeah.
That's
The thing is, it's also the paralysis, which means that his defense is 7.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
because of our house rule. Which I still think works, despite everything,
Mm-hmm.
because this is a very unusual circumstance. Fuck y'all. That's +9.
And I will also just to say all just because we bought a little bit of rope during character
Oh
creation.
my god! It's like the Boondock Saints.
I need a fucking rope!
Might come in handy.
Alright, go on.
How'd you like my rope now?
30.
30. That's 24. Ladies and gentlemen, the final scores are in.
In the chat currently is Lutrigem posting, and the hits keep coming, and the hits keep coming, and then Druid Eyes does the same, and it's just like it's
And
filling it. And now it on it up
That's
as
the
well.
only thing that's.
You need to screenshot that.
I do. Oh my lord.
Gaff is pissed.
Oh yeah.
You think? That
I
was.
think Jarvia and Adelina are probably just standing but next to
Huh.
the wall like,
Ooh.
what the fuck?
Ooh.
Mouth
That's-
open like
Was
Yeah.
102.
Damage?
total.
That was from just her attacks.
I would still have been
Yes.
on my feet.
The thing is, fuck you. Challenge accepted. The thing is, this is what happens when Jarvia gets an idea in her head.
Yeah.
Lazarus pays attention,
Lazarus pays attention.
and then
Adeline obviously pulls her out from getting, falling to her death. And then the bad guy ends up prone at the mercy of a very frenzied little boy. No one actually got to see this because everyone was busy elsewhere. You moved away.
no, I was still watching.
Okay, but no one's going
Yeah.
to believe you.
We're watching. We're watching from the wall. She fished me up and we're like,
That's even better!
what
Jarvia and
the?
Adeline
Yeah.
sitting on the wall.
Yeah.
So it's
Watching
basically
little tall boy being really
small?
No, I'm taller than they are.
Yes.
Not me.
Not you, but
Why are the lights moving?
because
Because
Is there a
Oh.
cat?
Cash, stop.
He's cuddling the
Guys,
lights.
stop cuddling the lights. Gaffy,
yeah.
how do you want to do this?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, as the first hit sinks into its throat, he rips the blade open up again and just swings it, slashes across the throat again, and keeps slashing at the throat till his head is so loose he kicks the head over the wall.
Well done.
I need to screenshot this.
Okay.
This is like poof.
Is it grim enough for you yet?
Kick the baby.
I think I just came.
Okay.
What did you just say? I think I just came. Seriously?
That's not going in the podcast.
Of course it is.
might.
After all
Video
the
that
sexual
says
talk today, yes.
To the party.
The dude I says, does this mean we can ship Adelina and Javia? Rival mans.
We're frenemies now.
Yes, I'm here for this.
It's like, how would it even work physically? And Riora's like, tonight I show you.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
god. So,
scene
Already
set.
screenshot it.
Yeah.
Now narrate.
Yeah.
I want to do this. it's like writing 2,000 lines and then tearing it up. No, hold on. No, it's like writing 2 lines and then tearing it up. I hate you all! Alright.
Shut up, you love us.
You like this, right?
I do. I did not think of any of these bullshit tactics. But I did ask you to think outside the box, and you did. Gaffy, thanks you. Speaking of which... Are you done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck all y'all.
Kestrel power.
Gaffy has gone from being the rather awkward youngster of the group, the kid. You don't think anyone's going to call him the kid from now on. It's going to feel
Weird.
The
weird.
man.
Well, interesting thing is, when you insert a sharp object into someone's carotid artery, it tends to explode out with a force. Arterial
spray.
Yeah, as modelled there, yeah. That was the first blow, but it wasn't the last one. The first blow loosened the gorget that held the neck in place. And underneath there was this skinless meat and pulsating veins. That didn't stop you. Gaffy, with a brutal display of frenzied swordsmanship, managed to bring the blade down not once, not twice, but 3 times on the same spot, with the sound of crunching bones and dry twigs and cracked metal. The blade that you used actually ended up starting to carve into concrete by the end of it, and the blood that kept erupting out from the blows covers half of your body and creates this splendid artistic display going left and right. The creature that you're attacking, that you recognized from the events at the waterfront when Valeth and Thurl and Than were taken from you, is mewling like a puppy. Or at least it was until you severed its head. As that head started to gurgle in the last 60 seconds of its brain activity, you used the last bit of your rage to twist your foot to the right and perfectly kick the head straight past these guys, over their heads, sailing into the void, into the big space in between. And it's then that it occurs to you that, well, Jarvie is sitting on the edge, having just been pulled up, and these two are looking at you, and, well, how would you be looking at the kid at this point? Can we get a screenshot of that?
My face is what he means. I went.
Nej. Not damn. Not the damn.
Go away, cat. No, utter shock and disbelief, and just a little bit of like admiration, like, oh wow. That's basically what Jarvia is portraying on her face. Like, what the fuck? And ooh.
Adelina?
What is your reaction?
Oh, I did the reaction.
Oh.
We
Didn't
didn't
I?
see it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Standing
Yeah.
there speechless, mouth open, basically.
Yeah.
You take 22 points of damage penetrating
Why?
because you got stabbed by the blade earlier.
Ah, okay. Cool. No,
Not cool.
Yes.
it's 11.
Because she halves penetrating damage due to armor.
No, her armor accounts as half of its original value. You know, half the damage.
Yes. I take half of piercing damage. I can draw half down
you're-
piercing damage.
You half down the effective piercing damage.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be like, I take even
Oh, yeah,
less
yeah,
damage
that's right.
when you manage to penetrate my
Oh,
armor.
Right. Yeah.
Please penetrate my armor. Could
So,
phrase that differently.
how do I do that then?
Well, what's your armor value normally?
Armor rating 10.
You get 5 off it.
Okay,
So
cool.
that becomes 17.
Okay. I have no idea
You
how
have
that
plus
math
2
works.
bonus to armor rating from the heroic defense as well.
Cool. Roll a constitution check again.
But then I have 12. So then I take what?
What do you mean? I'm asking you to roll a
Plus
constitution
2.
check.
No. But the armor rating from earlier, I don't have 10. I have 12.
Because she has plus 2 from my
So then just
heroic
That's
defense.
Deduct
true.
2 more then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Math.
So 15 then.
Yes.
Okay. I have Constitution, just pure Constitution.
Yes.
Yeah, 14.
Actually, it's constitution willpower. Sorry, constitution...
Stamina?
Stamina, that's it, yeah.
16 then.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to kill the players.
Yes. As soon as Gaffy kind of, has done the deed, he will drop all modes and his blade and just collapse on his knees and just like catch himself before he, face palms into the dam and just pant heavily.
That was pretty epic. I threw up in my mouth.
And swallowed it.
I don't know whether to feel terrified or turned on or in awe. Like maybe a mix of all of them, I think.
Probably a word Norwegian for all of them.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good going.
The headless body gets up.
Huh?
It drags itself up, almost like a mannequin.
Oh, crap.
And then-
Okay, can I just do a telekinetic burst?
Sure, but Roland, you gotta like try and move before it can.
No, I create a circular burst of force with a 4-yard radius that's centered anywhere within 24 yards that you can see.
Okay. Roll initiative. Just for the sake of fairness.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's 12?
12? Yeah, no. Just though. However, you do affect it on some level because it was a whatchamacallit, a draw. So I will do this instead.
Cats.
Damn it, cats.
Cash has claimed my backpack and Kazumi wanted to sniff it, and he lurked.
Also,
This is the deal. He gets the headbutt you give him his back.
What can she do for you?
So,
now?
the headless corpse of Desmond,
Ew.
yeah, throws the spear and it hits.
who does it hit? Me? Since you're looking at me, I assume.
Not you. Not you. Not you. And not you either. It actually goes straight past you all, glides through the air.
Is it Keth?
Oh, God.
Yeah, sure, Keth just climbs over the edge. Oh, guys, I survived!
Oh, no.
Oh, that's awful!
Okay,
no,
no.
it actually hits the, it lands on the top tip of the statue.
Okay.
And then the headless corpse just disintegrates, as in the flesh within just vaporizes into a red mist, and the armor plates just crumple.
And what happens to the statue?
What was that expression?
That was me just testing something, and yeah.
I think it's a sign.
You see the blade sink deep into the concrete, and there are small shards of red lyrium erupting like tiny scattershots of stardust around it, like the glittering fragments of the crystallization of this weird kind of almost runic pattern, this delicate pattern around this statue's forehead. And then the floor starts shaking. And the eyes of the statue collapse in on themselves, revealing this tumultuous maelstrom of raging red fire. The statue's head turns slowly, creaking on its own axis, and cracks of the statue form as this thing is doing things that it's not made to do. And it turns to look at you. And then pulls its hands out from the dam. Anita, would you care to remove one?
Oh, shit.
Are we allowed to meta?
No.
I don't think you're.
What's the fun in
supposed to
that?
take any of those.
Middle. Okay. Well, I can take
That's
this.
why I asked.
If you want to give guidance for this, sure.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Bottom. Oh, that one.
Yes.
Yes.
And a loose one.
The bottom ones are the smartest.
Cool.
because you
Now,
don't-
of course, there are two hands. So, son of a.
Mine.
Mhm.
All right. No.
She's so confident. She's like, I've done this before.
No. Not in many years, though. No, I won't take that one.
How about one of these side ones?
Careful, you're
I'm
backseat
trying.
driving.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just so
Let's pick
anxious.
that one.
I don't want
Ah,
this.
that one.
Oh, there we go.
You guys are amazing. Cool. I can't believe you pulled that off. I'm gonna make this harder. Despite the terrific amount of damage and the obvious pourings of water that started to run from the side. The dam holds. The statue that is suddenly alive turns to you, and you can hear the floor slushing as the sucking of its foundations crack as the feet move around. And then, bearing in mind it's a sunny day, Laz, a feather touches your nose. Almost makes you sneeze. It's a giant feather. It's about this big.
On your pen.
And then you hear this voice echoing across the valley over the din.
Of course.
I'm gone for one freaking day, and this is what you do!
Oh, thank God. Or thank the maker.
You are blinded by looking up at the sun for a second, and you think it's a dragon, but it's not. There are suddenly feathers everywhere around you, and there are two griffins standing, one to your left and one to your right. You know the griffins because you've seen drawings. They're famous. These are freaking griffins. And Leclerc is riding one and carrying what looks like, and you can't help but notice this particular detail, a medicinal alcohol flask.
Of course. And the other griffin? Who's on top of that?
We'll leave that for next time.
Ah!
What?
Well, it is like 22, 26.
It's late.
know.
Plus, I love a good cliffhanger. so.
Yeah.
But what about Kath? But the thing is, like, if we did pay attention, Desmond did say earlier that he had taken care of the demon and his brother and whoever, so who knows?
You know, he had a whole big spiel, but, you know, somebody said, kill him while he's talking!
Yeah.
That's how you defeat the villain! I gotta admit, though,
True.
your character is pretty much the exact copy of my barbarian in D&D. I went up against Strahd in the Strahd campaign, and has this whole, like, monologue, and I'm like, I'm gonna punch him in the face! And the GM at the time was like,
Okay.
alright, fine.
Oh,
no.
and I was just like, Leclerc! And then, no!
We feel the same way.
Yeah.
Oh God. And I can't believe we have to wait like 4 weeks to get back to this group because next week is going to be Valeth and Feral and Than.
No, it isn't.
It isn't?
Nope.
We're coming back here?
Yep.
Okay.
So you want some good news? That is it. It's going to be Featherfall Part 2. The feathering.
Feathering.
That sounded better in my head.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't Google that, kids. Please
Oh God!
do not Google that.
Okay, so this is the sexiest episode ever.
No, there is nothing sexy about feathering. I assure you. Please
no,
just...
no, I don't
No,
know.
Do not.
everyone is gonna Google it.
I have rules for fighting monstrously massive creatures.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
out of the picture search.
They are awesome. You didn't
Like,
just
seriously?
look that up, did you?
No,
Okay, good. You just looked
She
up
just
the
knows.
I
Please don't. Please
know.
don't. We do not.
My mind has been marred
Okay.
by
don't
this knowledge.
condone this.
But so what remains to be said is that just thank you guys for watching. We will be back in 2 weeks. Most likely. That's every other week is our live stream date. So yeah, look forward to that. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Stay fateful.
Yes.
And we have a Teespring store if you want to buy one of our shirts. So that's teespring.com/fatefulfumble.
We have a Ko-fi.
We have a Ko-fi. If you want to support us there, you can do that. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at Fateful Fumble.
Join the fan group if you're not already there.
Yeah.
Leonid is already Googling, so.
Oh my god.
Yes, we have a fan group on Facebook. So
I'm
you can
sorry,
join
kid.
that.
It's
sorry,
technically a
Rara.
closed group, but
Yeah.
so let us know if you want to join. 'Cause,
So I guess the tagline you got from today is sexual lore, apparently. 'cause
Yeah,
they're saying
hashtag
it.
sexual.
So I guess it's gonna
Yeah.
be a T-shirt. At
Yeah,
some time.
I guess.
Sexual lore.
I roll for sexual lore.
And I'm doing D20. Wow.
Okay.
no, it's gonna be cool. Next time we get to explore the rules for riding flying mounts, which we
Yeah.
actually have. They are in the rules.
That's
We
interesting.
just never use them. Also, there may be dragons, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Oh, this will be exciting.
There may be dragons. Do you mean like one of the dragons will die? Because it may be since we already have dragons.
Also, Ryurai says, Rick,
Maybe.
you forgot to bother me this week about what we talked about last week. That was very cryptic. But I assume you know.
That I'm a time traveler? I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to take another one out.
Oh,
You're gonna leave this like for next week or no,
no.
in 2 weeks
That's
time?
not allowed.
That's not possible.
We
Cats.
can't
No.
because cats.
Yeah.
Take picture and then assemble it.
No.
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 All I know is we took out 5 bricks, okay?
Yeah.
So next time, we'll take out 5 bricks at the start.
Yeah.
Until it's stable. I can't do it again! And then we'll just continue that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, House Trevelyan is going to get a revisit because I miss Kieran. I do miss Kieran.
He was
Wrong.
And I want to thank every participant in this fight for making me be able to do so much damage.
Yes.
You are very
That was
welcome.
the most lethal legal combination that has ever
Yeah,
happened. I'm
that
going to have to
was
revisit the
crazy.
Overcome rule. Dear God, is it needed at all? But I got to admit though, when you include imagination in the way you deal with your opponents, like instead of just trying to hit them, think outside the box. Like the whole I'm gonna grab this rope and jump over the edge, which is gonna be fun and interactive.
That was the thing.
It just worked out so well. You were standing right where the person was gonna land with a
Yeah.
paralysis glyph.
Yeah. It
And
was
you just-
magical.
well, this is the easiest kill I've ever made.
I do have to remind you that you're the one who suggested that I could leap off the edge because the angle was right. So thank you.
It was though.
Mhm.
Also, rule of cool.
Yeah.
Now, if she could have died from it, I would have let
I
that
could
happen.
have, and I would have gracefully accepted that.
Oh my lord.
I'm still corrupted or whatever. I can turn into a red something.
Yes, you could. But maybe the Red Wardens can help you. We have Red Wardens back in
do.
camp.
Shazbat.
But we should end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. We'll
Yes.
see you later.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't drink medicinal spirits.